You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Well, good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. You got your green on. Don't forget. In fact, last night I was telling my kids, don't forget to wear green this morning for St. Patrick's Day. And of course, I almost walked out of the house myself forgetting to wear my green. But somebody here in the studio, I think, is telling me a little story. Says I'm Irish, so I don't have to wear green. Is that the story? Well, all right. So Eric is a little bit under the weather today. Actually, I should say Eric is a lot under the weather.
He's very green.
He's very green. Eric is very green. So we're calling him Plan Bill. Bill Thorpe, our producer, is going to be hanging out with us today. And so you get me and Bill. Bill, say hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So you need to know, Eric is, he's the kind of guy that never likes to miss the party, right? He always wants to be around. So the last couple of days, he's been feeling a little ill and turning green. And he pushed it just a little too hard yesterday. So he is miserable. He is dying. He is so sad that he is not here. But I told him that's okay. We've got Plan Bill. And so showed up this morning. And Bill, I'm going to tell you the new plan. You're like, I'm all good.
Yeah, we're good. It'll be fun.
All right. So Bill, usually this time of day, Eric brings me some really goofy news.
Yes.
Can I switch that over to you? You want to bring me some goofy news today?
Yes, it is time for...
You choose the news.
Yes, you choose the news. We've got some fun stories today, and because we live in a very interesting society with very interesting humans. Like a 26-year-old woman who was arrested at Walmart. Oh, wait, hold on here. I've got to give you the headlines. I forgot how we play the game. Sorry. Okay, first one is... I didn't need to see that. The next one is... How old is your car? And the third one is... Time off.
Time off. All right.
Yes.
Well, let's start with time off because since Eric's got a little time off today, let's start with that.
Time off. Now, we all enjoy our vacation days, but if we were employees of any company in North Korea, those time off days would be very, very hard to come by. Recently ordered out of North Korea, the working population was told they will have to toil nonstop for the next 70 days in order to boost production and to demonstrate their loyalty to the fearless leader. 70 days. No time off. None.
Can they do that?
Yeah, in North Korea you can, because, you argue you go to the prison camps where you're going to be working anyway. So, however, there's a silver lining. You are able to buy some vacation days from the government during a 10-week period. If you pay the equivalent of 3 Chinese won, or half of $1, 50 cents, you can take a day off. But unfortunately, that is twice what the average North Korean earns in a month. So the ability to pay for that day off is not good at all.
So liars, right?
Exactly. It's like, yes, you can have a day off, but it'll cost you $1 million.
Right.
That's not really a choice.
No.
Yes.
No.
So now, I didn't need to see that, or, man, that's an old car.
Man, that's an old car.
All right, man, that's an old car. Kawhi Leonard is a multi-millionaire. He is the starting point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. And he still drives a 1997 Chevy Tahoe.
What?
He nicknames it the Gas Guzzler. Now, Kawhi Leonard, while being just a really fun, nice guy, he's also extremely frugal. One of the favorite places he goes to eat is Wingstop, and he actually signed up for their loyalty program, and he gets the coupons, and his teammates say that Kawhi actually freaks out if he loses his Wingstop coupons.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So he could buy a Wingstop.
Yeah, he could.
Right?
Yes.
He could buy the whole store.
Yep.
He could probably go in and buy any car that he wants, the car of his dreams.
Exactly.
Isn't that funny how some people that's just not their thing?
It isn't. And, it's a very interesting lesson. Here in Denver, I've been able to work in media, and I've known some Denver Broncos, and there was one person that was basically a backup on the team for about 5 years. Made a good living, but always said he thought that $1 million was a lot of money until his very first season inside that Broncos locker room, and he watched Vance Johnson burn through $1 million in less than 6 months. He said the very next day, Vance was in the locker room going, man, I can't believe how much, man. And he says, I went through and $1 million the last 6 months. And my friend went and saw a financial planner the next day and literally lived on as if he was making about a $45,000 a year salary, even though he was making a very good salary, but he knew the money wasn't going to last, and he put it away. He made smart decisions on a house, and it's done nice for him. He didn't go out and live that high baller type lifestyle.
That's discipline right there, right? I mean, most of us are already spending more than we're making already, and so to know you've got that much money just sitting in the bank, and you could just go and splurge. You could have whatever you want, but
how hard would that be to know that you could go and pay cash for a new car? I mean, but to make the smart choice and to save your money and invest it and to pay off the car in installments. I mean, it's interesting.
It is interesting. All right.
Okay, now our final story. I didn't need to see that. A 26-year-old woman was arrested for shoplifting, unarmed robbery, and indecent exposure at Walmart. Evidently, she had a plan to go into Walmart and to steal some stuff, but she didn't think her clever plan all the way through. This Monday, this 26-year-old woman had a shopping cart full of stuff that she decided to just bypass the checkout lanes and literally push the shopping cart out the front doors. But since they didn't stop her right away, she figured, maybe I need more stuff. So she literally turned around and walked back into the store and grabbed more items. As she was walking back to her shopping cart, that again was already out the front door of the Walmart, she bumped into a couple of their security personnel saying, "Ma'am, I don't think you paid for this stuff." She gets very upset, irate, yelling at them, "Yes, I did, but I'll show you that I didn't steal nothing from Walmart." And she proceeds to disrobe. Yes, right there at Walmart, as she's arguing whether or not she stole the stuff, she takes off her shirt and drops her pants and is standing there in her underwear yelling about how she didn't steal stuff. That's when the police show up and the Walmart employees say, "Ma'am, we were talking about all the stuff here in the cart." She goes, "Oh, yeah, that stuff." Okay. They put her in handcuffs and took her down, and she's going to spend some time in the Crossbar Hotel.
Okay, so I'm thinking, is that how you prove you didn't steal stuff? If you get naked?
I know.
Is that the new thing?
How does that happen? Where along her plan? I mean, there's so many things in that plan that went wrong. The idea of just pushing the cart out the front and then going back for more. I mean, at least you could have tried to make a run for it, and then when they start to accuse you of shoplifting, you start to disrobe. It just, I don't even understand this.
Where people's heads these days?
I mean, how? Why?
It is really funny. You get to hear these funny criminal stories.
Yes.
Of course, they're not thinking straight. They're not logical. They're
I mean, the idea is, you always talk about criminals, and no one ever thinks they're going to get caught. No one goes, "I'm going to go shoplift there, and I know they're going to catch me." So she didn't think she was going to get caught, but she really didn't think that plan all the way through at all. I mean,
Let's go back inside.
I know. I'm just going to go back in and get more stuff. They didn't catch me the first time. I'm sure they won't notice me again.
Right?
Yeah, there's no way.
All right. Well, that's good stuff. Hey, does March Madness start today, Bill? Do you know?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the day in which most men in the office get absolutely nothing done. I mean, even you'll see them and they have the browser window open and everything, but notes minimized, and people will just have the game playing in the background, and we're not going to do any work.
No work is happening. Distracted workers across the country will be paying more attention to their brackets than their work. So it's not only is it St. Patrick's Day, it's also like no productive day as well.
Imagine being a bar owner at this day. Jeez.
That's a happy day to be a bar owner.
Yeah.
Right? It's like Christmas for them.
It is.
Totally like Christmas. I have a friend who decided that this is the day that she wanted to start being an Uber driver, that this was going to be a good day to be an Uber driver, she figures.
Now, again, as far as marketing, when you're going to start, this is an excellent time in order to get into the market because you have a glut of consumers all of a sudden. So if you want to kickstart your business, very, very smart timing.
All right. Well, according to NBC News, they say that this is actually the week of March Madness could cost employers nearly $4 billion in lost revenue.
Ouch.
Each hour of the workday wasted on building brackets or watching games will cost employers $1.3 billion. Do you build a bracket? Are you into this, Bill?
No, I did not this year. I'm really into it, but in all honesty, we've had some things in the house. We've talked about it. My dog has been very, very sick, and so we've been concentrating on him. He's awful. I thought you were going
to say my dog is really good.
Yeah, he's really good. My dog's really good at picking the brackets, so I let him pick the brackets. He's done much better than I have every day. So I've been distracted, and so I missed my window, and it's disappointing because there are a couple of teams out there that I really think have got some chances to be some upsets this year. Iona, I think has got a really good chance to do an upset. So,
all right. Well, don't fret if you're an employer. They say even with the declines in productivity and its financial burden, that we need to embrace the tournament because efforts to suppress the madness would most likely result in long-term damage to employee morale, loyalty, and engagement, and would far outweigh the short-term benefit.
Being an employer, engaging your company inside, knowing that March Madness people aren't going to necessarily be paying attention. How would you maximize that? How would you go about maximizing their attention? How would you use that in the office? Do you allow viewing parties? Do you allow it to be streamed inside the office? I mean, what do you do? I
think you have to I think you kind of have to take the culture for a little bit and embrace it a little bit. There could be some fun. You could tie it to some productivity to allow for so that people don't feel like they have to sneak around and lie or shoot it down. I think.
What if you did an office pool and the winner of the office pool got 2 free vacation days?
Yeah, we get Bill's vacation days.
Hey, wait a minute.
Bill, thanks for hanging out with us. It is Eric is out today. It is St. Patrick's Day. It is the Experience Pros Radio Show. We've got a really fun show lined up for you. We're going to have a good time today. Stick around with us.
You're clear. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
This is the Retirement Jock, Jeff Thompson. You can listen to me every morning from 8 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. I'm going to coach and empower you on how to get to retirement, stay in retirement, and live the lifestyle you've always hoped for. We'll discuss every relevant topic about retirement that you can imagine, and we'll make it entertaining and valuable so that you want to listen the whole hour. Tune in so I can teach you the winning ways to retirement. Remember, 8 to 9 every morning on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the Retirement Jock.
You like predictability. You open a Cracker Jacks box, you know there'll be a prize inside. You walk into a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know talking will be at a minimum and explosions at a maximum. Same with your garage door. You press a button, you want it to close or open. Either way, with colder weather heading this way, you don't want surprises. Well, this winter, Don's Garage Doors makes predictability simple. If your garage door is groaning, squeaking, hesitating, or shaking like it's in a blender, don't wait for your door to stop working. Don's is ready to help with the kind of service you thought had long disappeared. Well, it hasn't. And since 1989, Don's has just about seen it all and fixed thousands of garage doors in the Denver metro area. They understand what all the noise and motion is all about and can fix small problems before they become large problems. Don's will have your door running smoothly in no time. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com today and enjoy a garage door as predictable as the sunrise. DonsGarageDoors.com.
Stand by. I will follow your lead and chime in as needed here, too. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros. America's home for positive business talk.
Nothing you can say, nothing you can throw our way. It's Friday.
It's not Friday, Bill.
It's not Friday. I don't know. This is very strange. Well, I'm learning some of the bumper music that's been automatically loaded into the system, and I didn't recognize this song, and this was very weird. It doesn't even say it's a Friday song. Why would they load this in randomly? Because it could play. We're on 5 days a week. Why this? Oh,
right?
man.
Yeah, we'll save that. Save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
right?
have to.
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yes, I hope so.
Thursday, it's St. Patrick's Day. For those of you just waking up, going, "Oh shoot," or "Oh yay," whatever the case may be, it is only Thursday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. 51% of Americans plan to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Bill, I understand your parents. You actually celebrated St. Patrick's Day with gifts.
Yeah, it's a really funny story. See, my mom's 100% Irish, and being Irish is really, really important. I mean, her maiden last name is Conway, and so I grew up in a very, very Irish household. My dad's half Irish, so it was all the time, and there was shamrocks all over the place, and it was just we had Irish sayings on the wall. It was a very Irish household. So growing up, my brother and I actually got St. Patrick's Day gifts. Yes, on March 17th, we would wake up, walk into the kitchen, and on the kitchen table waiting for us were always wrapped packages and a special breakfast. The weird thing is I get to school, and I'd be all proud going, "Look, here's my new St. Patrick's Day sweater." And my friends would look at me and go, "St. Patrick's Day sweater?" I'm like, "You got gifts?" I'm like, "You didn't get gifts?" I'm like, "Yeah." And at first they started to make fun of me, and I'm like, No. I got presents. And they went, yeah, maybe we should be jealous about this. Because at first they started to make fun of me going, "Yeah, who gets St. Patrick's Day gifts?" I'm like, no, presents.
Gifts.
Presents.
Yeah, goodies.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I used to, the leprechauns would somehow sneak into my refrigerator. The milk would turn green and they'd leave stickers all over the milk. Do you know 11% of Americans actually plan a St. Patrick's Day vacation?
Really?
Yeah, probably going, like to Ireland or, something special.
Go tour the Guinness factory.
Yeah. And do you know how long they dye the Chicago River? They dye the river in Chicago. They dye it green for St. Patrick's Day. Do you know how long that lasts?
No, it be kind of disconcerting after St. Patrick's Day, but no, how long?
5 hours.
That's it?
That's it. 5 hours.
Wow.
That's it.
That's impressive. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about employee recognition programs. And so, Bill, you can chime along with me. But they say that more than 80% of companies use award programs like Employee of the Month, Top Sales Club. And I know here we have like a weekly Employee of the Week. But the idea is to motivate employees and increase performance, right? And so
it makes sense because, you would, as employees, you want to make sure you can't always hand out raises and things. So you're trying to find other benefits that are tangible and ways that you can recognize the group, people in the group. You're trying to support them and say, "Hey, you did a good job," and giving them some recognition. Sounds like a good idea.
It is a good idea. You'd think so, right? Employee recognition, quite motivating, cheap, for the company to put together. But according to organizational science, there was a story that said motivational spillovers from awards It's the first academic study to show that a non-financial award program is actually costly to firms because they upset the status quo.
Okay, so non-financial awards. So the idea is you're not giving me money for doing well. It would be something like maybe a gift card. It would be maybe tickets to a show or something like that. Maybe movie tickets, things like that.
Parking spot or maybe a little flexible time off time or something. But they said for years, research have studied the unintentional side effects of monetary rewards, and it actually reduces employees' intrinsic motivation. So
wait, go back. It reduces?
Reduces because it causes workers to focus less on tasks not recognized financially. So here's the thing. We're motivated already to do our job.
Yeah.
You start putting these little false motivators in, and those that were already motivated, going to do it anyways, now are less motivated, because those that weren't as motivated are getting just as much recognition, right, and as much praise, and they're not nearly working as hard. So,
that's interesting,
isn't it? So you think, okay, well, we're going to motivate everybody. So those that are motivated, this is just going to raise the bar, right? They're going to be better. They're going to do great. But those that are less motivated are going to come along and finally do some work. But it's only temporary. It's only for the reward. So they're kind of skirting the system a little bit. And now they're all of a sudden getting recognition for pretty much the same thing the other workers who have intrinsic motivation were going to do anyways.
Wow. And I'd be curious what kind of impact this has on those intrinsic workers as well, because I can see that if I'm a person that's a hard worker, I'm always putting in that A effort. There are going to be people around me that put in a C or a B effort. And then I see with the motivation that the C effort people are now all of a sudden giving A effort, but just for the short amount of time that we're participating in the program, then their effort goes back to C. So I feel like, okay, are they getting recognized for being a good worker? I mean, it seems like it's motivating them, but it's only motivating them for a short time. And then how does that impact me as the high achiever looking next to me, seeing this guy can get recognized for just doing what I do every day for a short amount of time?
Yeah, so it's kind of backfiring. They're saying that reward-motivated employees responded positively to awards by reducing tardiness, but gamed the system to maintain eligibility using sick days, reverted back to poor attendance behavior when they lost their eligibility to participate in a given month.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, people who were already performing well by coming in on time, these employees actually increased in tardiness after. So they were fine before they started getting recognition for
goodness.
it. But then afterwards, they're like, well, apparently this isn't expected, and everybody, it's okay to be late. Like this is the norm here is to be late. So I'm not going to work so hard to be on time. So they were being on time. Now there were rewards for being on time. And then as soon as that reward went away, everybody started being late.
Oh, that's interesting. So before you actually are negatively impacting the behavior of your employees. Now, there was a radio company I worked for a number of years ago, and one of the things they did to motivate at the time we were the low-level employees was to give us one of the parking spaces up front in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Now, that was a big deal for the first month until all of us realized and goes, I'm just walking an extra 30 yards. I mean, at most. I mean, really not that big a deal. I mean, literally after the first month, you're like, ooh, look at parking space up front. And the second month, the incentive meant absolutely nothing to the rest of the employees. Because, it's okay, I'm just walking a little extra. That's not a big deal. It's not actually a motivator. It wasn't a motivator at all.
We learned a thing on 5 love languages. Have you heard about the 5 love languages? And how you can use that at work.
Mine's chocolate.
To motivate people, right? Some people like gifts. Some people need words of affirmation, quality time, all those kinds of things. Yeah, it's when you start treating everybody fair, right, that you actually discover that everybody kind of ends up in that mediocre space. Because why should we excel if the people that aren't excelling are getting just as much? So they're saying employees value workplace fairness and they care about how they're perceived relative to others in the company. But they say to be effective, companies offering award programs need to consider the group they're targeting, but also those that are already doing the right thing, because you will probably demotivate some of your best employees.
So instead of trying to improve the performance of those 2 or 3 slackers, you end up decreasing the performance of your 7 or 8 people on the team that are already doing such a good job.
So keep motivating your high employees with rewards that recognize where they're at to push their bar higher. And those that aren't really participating and playing along, they're just going to have to rise up. All right. Well, this is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Eric is out sick today. Bill is filling in with us. Our producer doing a fantastic job. Stick around. We've got more positive business talk right after this.
You're clear.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
What is the Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck. All these self-help motivational people, they wind you up like a little clock. Click, 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 and then they'll let you go. Boom.
And who is this show about?
I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
The Del Walmsley Radio Show, weekday mornings at 10 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Market Wrap with Mo Ansari is your daily source for financial news and analysis. With over 30 years of trading experience, Mo shares his thoughts on the markets, answers your financial questions, and features guest experts from around the world covering a variety of investment topics. Visit marketwrapwithmo.com for more info about the show and listen to Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
2 minutes.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Women, you are often too wrapped up in being thin. But what about being strong and fit. You often don't think about your hormones until you have completely stopped making estrogen and are into menopause. Hormones begin to change typically in your early 30s and gradually decline, causing weight gain, irritability, poor sleep, fatigue, and brain fog. Replacing these hormones as your natural production declines, you can get rid of the crabbiness. You can begin sleeping again, feeling energetic, stop the midsection fat, and you can think clearly. Call Senegenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Stand by. The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Good morning and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Of course, Eric is out sick today, so we are going with our plan. Bill, my producer, Bill, is helping us out this morning. Love having you with us, Bill.
It's fun.
It is kind of fun. It is St. Patrick's Day. Do you know that the very first St. Patrick's Day parade did not take place in Ireland?
Wait, what?
Wouldn't you think that's where it would have started, right?
Yeah.
But it actually took place in Boston in 1737.
That's kind of cool.
I know, right? So we started in the United States the whole celebration of St. Patrick's Day being such a big deal.
That's awesome.
And of course, lots of cities doing great St. Patrick's Day parades, but the shortest St. Patrick's Day parade is going on in Hot Springs, Arkansas. You want to guess how long or how short the route is?
Okay, are we talking distance or time?
Distance.
Distance. Ooh, a mile.
A mile. That would be good. That would be short.
Yeah,
right?
that's
That'd be a pretty short parade. 98 feet.
What?
98 feet.
98 feet? Mm-hmm. I'm really curious about why they stopped at 98. I mean, you didn't want to go all the way to the 100. I mean, there's got to be a reason for this.
There must be a little, just a really little street that this is the route and that is it.
Although, I actually, for that parade, I would do that because that's one of the things that taking kids, I've got little kids, and going to parades is fun, but it's an exercise in patience because you stand there and you wait and wait and wait, and then finally the parade shows up and and it goes by, and then you're like, okay, that's it. I mean, it is very hard because all the kids asking, is it coming? Is it coming? 98 feet? We could get in line for that. That'd be easy.
That would be easy. That would be easy. And do you know that every year the president of Ireland sends to our U.S. president a crystal bowl full of shamrocks.
Really?
Yeah. And
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, except that apparently the Secret Service destroys it. So, but we get it.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
We get it. Okay, so yesterday.
Do we send them like some of those, McDonald's Shamrock shakes?
Oh, we should.
It'd be a nice cultural exchange.
Are they too? I haven't seen anything about the Shamrock Shake this year.
Yes, we had them already.
Have you?
Yes, my 7-year-old daughter had never wanted them until now, and finally I got them. Like, you got to try. And she took a drink and was like, where have you been all my life?
Yeah. Every year that's like one little splurge for me is the Shamrock Shake. I usually have one, so I might have to get out there today. So yesterday, Bill, I posted a tip on the Experience Pros Facebook wall on how to get better leads on your web form. So people come to your website and they're filling out. And
you're already interested. You've got them as a customer. You need to convert them into an active customer and active lead.
Exactly. So apparently, though, using the phrase or the word submit, so saying submit for the click button, that it should be avoided. It has negative connotations. So you should not use the word submit. So I posted this on our Facebook wall, and Eric looks at me. He says, Angel, we use the word submit all over our website.
That's funny.
So I thought, okay, well, what are the best words that we should be using instead of the word submit? So Eric, this one is for you when you feel better enough to listen and can get more active in fixing our website and getting rid of the word submit all over it. They said start, the word start instead of submit. So start your free trial, start your experience, get started.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can also use the word stop.
Wait, stop?
Stop. Tell them how they can prevent something they don't. So stop losing leads.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Stop wasting time, stop gaining weight, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people, even though we're so positive and we want to do things that are going to change our lives, more likely we're trying to change a pain.
Yeah,
right?
but that's also a direct action. It's I'm saying I'm buying in. I've got buy-in. I want the product. Yeah, I want this to stop happening. That's good.
Yeah. How about build your list, build a community of followers, join the fastest growing group or network of.
Oh, that's good because we always like to be part of a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this one? Learn.
Oh, yeah.
But they say don't leave it vague, like learn more. Need to tell them exactly what they're going to get out of it. So
it has to be specific.
Learn what the next step is. Learn about our product. Learn how to use it.
Learn how to double your sales leads.
Yes.
Learn how to supercharge your online marketing, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting it. You're getting it. And so you can even make your call to action, they say, negative. They say when you use a negative call to action, you actually appear more honest. It also provides...
Wait, go through that a second. So by using a negative word in my call to action, it's more active? It's better?
It's more honest, they say.
Wow.
It provides stopping power because they have to think about what they're reading. So the examples they give is sick. Sick gives the impression that you're ill or fed up with something.
Yeah.
So sick of losing out on profits, sick of wasting time, sick. Yeah. And so I think, when people see that, they actually, it says these are power, stopping power. These words have stopping power, cause people to stop, really think about what they're getting ready to do.
And that's what you want to do, is because you want to, break that mental conversation. You want them to take action. So you do want that stop word and go, okay, am I sick and tired of this? Okay. That makes sense.
So a couple more are troubled. So troubled with your payments, troubled with your situation, or worried. You can even use the same worried about your conversion rate, or confused.
Yeah.
Confused about Facebook contests, confused about marketing.
Now that's really interesting because all of those negative words are, going to target a consumer that is looking for help and information. So if that's who you're looking for, if your website or your business is providing help for people, is trying to help them navigate Facebook or help them, market themselves, those would be wonderful words to use on your page.
I think so. And think about what people are searching for when they're doing a Google search.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're frustrated. They need something fixed, or they're tired of spinning their wheels going round and round. I would have never thought to put these kinds of words on our website, right?
Yeah.
That it would be too negative, that's not the impression you want to get. You want to give the impression that we're helpful.
Yeah, but then by saying you're sick and tired and you're troubled with this, you're also positioning your company now as a expert and that you've got the solution.
Right. They say that you should have your call to action communicate value. Of course it should, right?
Yeah.
What am I getting out of this? So
yeah, but how do we communicate value? What words would we use?
Here's the words. The first one is want. So want to get the highest conversion rates, right? They say you can play on the urge to fill this void. Want is a word to convey desire. So the want is characterized by something that a person is lacking. So want more sales, want more leads, want more time with your kids, want a healthier. So using the word want.
That's good.
Need. Makes it urgent, takes the want and makes it urgent. Need more out of your investment now. Need your employees to be motivated.
Yeah, and that's even more stronger than want, because of course in school you talk about the wants and the needs.
Right.
Things are needs or things you have to survive. Wants are just your desires.
Yeah. So and a want is I kind of want it, but am I really going to do anything different to get that?
Yeah, exactly.
Free, of course. They say this word gets more people to convert by lowering the barriers of entry, but it is probably the most overused word as well, because people don't believe the word free is really free.
Yeah, people have known that, okay, I can get this free, whatever it is, but I'm going to have to sign up, and then, you're going to charge my credit card, or I'm going to have to give you all my personal information or something. Yeah, that is not free.
It's not really free. And so if it's free, make it free. Make it really be free. If it's not really free, don't use that word. Save. Shows save time, encourage your visitors to keep something of value by rephrasing it in such a way as start saving for your retirement now.
Oh, and again, you're solving a problem.
Mm-hmm. Numbers, any numbers, they say numbers are super valuable. So if you're having a sale, say the exact percentage they'll get off or the exact dollar amount they're going to save. If you're trying to increase membership, you could say join the 10,436 others in your area.
Oh, that's nice.
They say the trick is to use exact numbers and not to use a number unless it's significant. So like, for example, of the membership, if there are only 10 members, you wouldn't want to showcase.
Join the 15 members in our area. That's not going to help.
Yay!
Yes, but joining the 10,000 members is much better than saying join the thousands of members in your area.
Exactly.
Because, especially if you have a significant number, if it's 10,436, that is an actual number, and you think, oh, they're actually counting them, rather than just saying thousands.
Thousands, right? Are there really thousands? Is that really, maybe it's just 2,000, and you're making it sound like there's 9,000.
Yeah. That number has to be significant, too.
Yeah. Try. Now, the word try, they say that it implies there's no commitment. So people can test your product and see if they like it first before committing further. So if you just want to bring them into kind of a loss leader, here's a sample.
And that's not bad either, because the try, many times people will use products they're already familiar with. So that first time of getting them to use it sometimes is the most difficult.
Yeah, and it's not a big commitment. I'm just going to try it. I don't have to give everything over. We're just going to try it. And so they also have your make your call to action convey urgency. So using these words, now, today, before, and end. So now, of course, now learn all my secrets. Try it now. Try it today. Tells visitors they'll take action and get your information today. You can using the word before. So before, you'll get it before time runs out, or before anyone else gets to try it. So I'm going to post this on our Facebook wall so people can follow along and check that out.
Yeah, what ones would work in your business?
Exactly. And I think we're going to use a bunch of them on the Experience Pros Radio Show. We're going to talk about little white lies when we come back, because you know what? It turns out everybody's doing it. Stick around for more positive business talk.
You're clear.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Wills.
It's a lot of fun, thank you.
And probate. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a free estate planning class. Topics include probate, living trusts, pros and cons, protecting your children's inheritance, naming the right beneficiaries, avoiding big mistakes. Classes start soon and seats are limited. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com.
You're busy, but are you really achieving the dreams you thought you would? Infinite Nation knows that when your vision is big enough, you can create infinite success. Request your free vision check phone call with award-winning vision coach Carrie Conley. Discover how easy it is to achieve your infinite success. Call 720-331-8693, 720-331-8693, and check out the Vision is Victory workshop online at infinitenation.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
There is often a lot of scare reporting when it comes to men taking hormones and other nutritional supplements. There's no question that as we get older, and Peter, you are living proof of that, all the things that your body produced when you were young are either diminished or totally gone. As I have watched your progress by following the Senegenics program, I have seen you drop 30 pounds of fat, gain muscle and strength, and become vibrant once again. I know the term turning back the clock is an impossible thing to do, but given our new scientific abilities, we certainly can revitalize men past 45. Call Senegenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
The neighbors walk past it and snicker. Rodents would try to chew their way through it, but it's even way below their standards. The fact is, your garage door has gone from okay to bad to yuck. and it's time to replace it.
Hey, I might get another year out of it, right?
Your garage door is so bad, breaking would be an improvement. It's time for a replacement, and that means it's time for Don. This winter, Don's Garage Doors makes replacing your old, worn garage door simple and affordable. They'll show you options, then bring you the best doors in the business. Stylish, dependable, they add value to your home and never let you down, especially when the wind is blowing, the snow is knee-deep, and the temperature can't even get into double digits. Visit donsgaragedoor.com and learn how to get a free estimate for replacement. Don't go another day with an eyesore for a garage door. Visit donsgaragedoors.com and give them a chance to earn your business. donsgaragedoors.com. Don's Garage Doors.
Are you feeling cold drafts from leaky windows? Very uncomfortable, very costly. Makes your furnace and AC work overtime. Doesn't have to be that way. Change them. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Dunright Windows and Doors. And yes, you can replace them during the winter. We do it all the time. And nowadays, you've got plenty of maintenance-free options. Fibrex or vinyl or composite frames, either wood or color inside, tinted, obscure, or clear glass, even tilting panes so you can clean the outside of the windows from the inside of the house. Many color options and the list goes on. And at Dunright, you'll find a full-service
Angel, how do you want to approach the article? Because there's some stuff deeper in the last pages that are kind of interesting. I just want to know the angle
and
that
to
you're
give
going
you
to
just a little push to get them done now, if you call now for a free estimate, you'll save 15% on your window or door.
Okay, well, on the later in the pages, they have serious lies, the white lies that we tell. But later on, they have like the 10 most told white lies, and the percentage, like 90% of people say I'm fine, 80% of people say I love this president. Then later on, it's got who we actually lie to.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought
like 26% of the time we lie to coworkers, 23% of the time we lie to family, 22% of the time we lie to friends.
Lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake.
There's also one about lies per day based on your relationship status in the back end.
Alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the
I know, I like that too. That was the next thing I was going to say.
To quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober.
About 30 away.
The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
By The Cure. They do a song called Friday I'm in Love. I'm kind of curious what we got here. Okay, stand by. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where we're playing Friday music on Thursday.
This is like the second time in an hour. And it doesn't. Again, the song. It doesn't say Friday about the song title in the bumper music thing that was loaded in the machine. Somebody's playing a joke on me.
I know, you'd think we could do this again on April Fool's, right?
I know.
You just keep playing Friday songs. I don't know what day of the week April Fool's falls on, but try and convince everybody that it's already Friday.
Seriously, 2 of them, 1 hour. Someone's messing with me.
Somebody must be having a good time with Bill. Well, Eric is out today, but we're having a fun time here in the studio. Bill is filling in for Eric. Bill is our producer, so he's here every day. Bill found a fun little article talking about white lies. And, when I think about, sometimes, saying these little white lies to people because you don't want to hurt their feelings, right? Yeah. I think, you say I'm fine, or, it's all going to be okay, or your baby's cute.
Yes, this is delicious. I love this soup.
I love this soup. Did you see there's a cute little meme going around on Facebook about burnt toast? And how, long day, dad, little family sitting down to dinner, and mom serves dad burnt toast and apologizes. I'm so sorry that I served you burnt toast. Dad eats it. He says, I love burnt toast. And the little kid at the end of the day, he's getting ready for bed, and he asks his dad, do you really love burnt toast? I mean, this just baffled the little boy. Yeah. That dad would eat burnt toast, not say anything to mom, not complain about it, and then actually say, I love it. And dad said, Mom had a long day, and a little burnt toast isn't going to hurt me, but words can be really painful.
Ooh, nice.
And so the concept of, but it is a white lie, right? That doesn't, in fact, it kind of helps a relationship versus saying, no, I can't stand burnt toast, and of course it's gross, and I'm going to gag on it, right? But
absolutely.
And so where do white lies really play? And is it okay to bend the truth a little bit? Found a fun article. It says there's a lie, and then there's telling a white lie, which is the kindler, gentler fibs tend to be about less important issues, and they're often to deliver to avoid hurting people's feelings, right? And then there are the more severe lies that are actually really hurtful and painful to relationships. And so we have a whole list of like what the most benign lies are to the most severe lies. And so severe lies to white lies. Do you believe in a little white lie is okay once in a while, Bill?
I have 4 kids. I have a black belt in white lies. You have to as a parent. I mean, that's just how it operates. I mean, if you're not good at telling little white lies as a parent, you're not going to succeed. No, we don't have any cookies in the house. No, I mean, you have to be able to tell that in a straight face. Otherwise, you're doomed.
I'm quite certain all the Halloween candy is gone.
Exactly. No, I have no idea what happened to your Kit Kat. Have to be able to do that with a straight face.
Absolutely. All right. Well, here's some less severe, little white lies that are probably okay. I love this present. Right?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's a good one. How about this meal you made is delicious?
Yeah.
Of course, here is your baby is cute.
Yes.
I'm really bad with names.
Yeah.
And then the severity starts to go up. Those ones are pretty okay.
Yeah, those are nice if someone said that to you. Your feelings, you're just saving my feelings. Yeah.
But then how about, no, you don't need to lose weight.
Ooh. Now, that is a tough one.
That right? I'll be ready in 15 minutes. I'm fine. We all know that's never true.
Yeah, especially when you say, I'm fine. Yeah, that's all about tone.
And then how about these ones? On my way. Now that's starting to be.
Yeah.
That's not really. If it's not true, it's not true.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to be on my way, but on my way is now getting in that. It's gray area. Is that really?
I could see that because on your way, you kind of know how far away your friend is, more or less, and then you have a time clock in your head that kind of says, okay, so they should be here in 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is, and when they're not, you're like, you lied to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But even if there's only a few extra minutes, like maybe you'll run a red light or something on your way to get there. I didn't see your text is now in that gray area of is it really a real lie? Yeah. My phone died.
Oh, these are getting interesting.
All right. Sorry, I'm sick. And this isn't out. This isn't for Eric who's out today. Yeah. He really is dying today. I woke out.
That would be like I can't go. Sorry, I'm sick.
Sorry, I'm sick. Yes, right, exactly. All right, so here's where the lies get to be pretty severe.
Ooh, I'm real interested.
I always wash my hands after using the bathroom.
I didn't need to hear that this time of the morning.
Please. That is the grossest thing when I'm awful. In a restroom and somebody leaves without washing their hands. I'm just totally gagged by that.
There was a friend of mine that worked in Hollywood that I worked with for a while, and he said one of the things, he goes, once you're in the radio business or anything like that, he goes, as a Hollywood star, something that he had to learn, he said it's ridiculous. He said that every time he goes into the bathroom, even if it's just to blow his nose or just to grab a paper towel or something, he goes, you always wash your hands. He goes, it doesn't matter what you do in the bathroom, you always wash your hands. He said, because if you don't, that's the one story anybody else in the bathroom is going to tell their friend. If you were in the bathroom with Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise walked in, even if he just blew his nose and then walked back out, you go, oh my God, Tom Cruise just blew his nose in the bathroom and didn't wash that. That's what you would tell your friends.
Yeah,
he said it's one thing you have to do.
Always wash.
It was really weird. Yeah, he said another actor came to him and told him that. He said, now that you're an actor, now that you're in movies, every time you're in the bathroom, no matter what it is, you always wash your hands. He goes, it was just this whole lesson on gossip and what people talk about.
Isn't that funny? Here's how you handle fame, right? And you wouldn't think that would be the tip that they would give you.
Yeah.
It'd be all about, saving money or how to grow your public, right?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Yeah. All right, well, here's some real nasty lies.
Yeah, what are they?
These are not white lies. These are not little fibs to make people feel better. These are true lies. You're the first person I've ever done this with.
Oh, that's not good.
And I'm on birth control is like the number one top worst, most severe lie that was here. So here are the 10 most told white lies. 92% of people say they've told the white lie. I'm fine. I love this present. Sorry, I'm sick. I didn't see your text. Let's keep in touch. The meal you made is delicious. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I'm on my way. I'll be ready in 15 minutes.
Those are all lies that we tell the people that, we know. We're not just lying to strangers. I mean, and we're trying to protect, those coworkers and friends and family's feelings, aren't we, though?
Yeah, but interesting. Here's who we lie to the most.
Yeah.
Our coworkers.
Oh, my goodness.
27% of the time. Family, 24%. Friends, 22%. Parents, almost 9%.
Oh, my goodness. I think in my household, that's going to be higher.
It's not a lie. That's not true. And then at the very end of this survey, my favorite question is, did you lie on this survey?
Did anybody say yes?
A couple people said yes.
No way.
Most people said no, but were they lying?
Yeah.
White lie. Are we telling the truth? All right. Well, that's our first hour on this happy St. Patrick's Day. Thanks so much for tuning in. We've got 2 more great hours for you, so stay tuned. Keep it turned up, and let's have a fun time this morning.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada, Denver. We're all about money. Denver's all.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So, take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store or at moneytalk1690.com.
Are you being denied credit? Are you paying high interest rates? At creditrepair.com, we know life happens. Divorce, medical bills, student loans, and many other reasons why credit scores fall. That's why at creditrepair.com, we're committed to helping folks get the second chance they deserve to improve their credit.
Creditrepair.com is actually acting as an advocate for me. Things that I thought when you paid them off, they were still on there. Things that I didn't even know were on there, but they got them removed. I feel they're doing what they said they'd do and beyond. I'm not going to abuse this second chance that they gave me. I'm in the process now of buying a home. CreditRepair.com actually does work.
We can help you get a second chance at great credit. The consultation is free and includes a free credit score and summary credit report. We'll review your current credit situation right on the phone with a game plan to restore it. Call 800-231-1735. That's 800-231-1735. Again, 800-231-1735. 800-231-1735.
This is retirement jock Jeff Thompson. You can listen to me every morning from 8 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday on Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM. I'm going to coach and empower you on how to get to retirement, stay in retirement, and live the lifestyle you've always hoped for. We'll discuss every relevant topic about retirement that you can imagine, and we'll make it entertaining and valuable so that you want to listen the whole hour. Tune in so I can teach you the winning ways to retirement. Remember, 8 to 9 every morning on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM. Listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I wanted to talk about alcohol treatment. There's a reason why it's difficult to stay quit, and it has nothing to do with character or willpower. It has everything to do with brain reward chemistry. Alcohol screws up the ability to produce sufficient dopamine, and any successful treatment has to fix that first. Go Sober restores the dopamine response. The process takes about 8 weeks. It involves medications and lifestyle changes. It costs about the same as a DUI with a much happier outlook. Take a look at their website at www.gosober.org or call 303-827-4837. They're nice people who understand the science of addiction and what to do about it. This is the last treatment you'll ever need.
If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome to the Experience Pros radio show. Eric is out dying today. He is so super sick. We are so sad and wishing for a speedy recovery for him this morning. But our producer, Bill, I'm calling him my plan Bill today.
Hello.
Hello. He's hanging out with us and we're having a good time. How you doing there, Bill?
Doing great. Having a lot of fun. Miss Eric, I heard that, talked to someone that went to the networking event last night and that he looked like death warmed over. I mean, this friend of mine was like, I saw him and went, hey, Eric, I'm not even going to get close to you. But he just did not look good. And I'm happy that he's home resting.
I am happy that he is home resting. I know he's missing out. And of course, we miss having him in the studio. But he'd been kind of fighting it for several days. And you know, he needs to rest. So that's what he is doing. So glad that you're here with me, Bill. Now, Bill, Eric usually kind of comes up with a whole little news feature. So can I put that on you today?
Guess what time it is?
It's time.
It's time for You Choose the News, where Eric chooses 3 random news stories and we try to see if Angel can guess what they are. Yes, we will play today in honor of Eric. You choose the news, and I have 3 wonderful stories for you on this St. Patrick's Day. Angel, you can choose a very helpful neighbor, no cutsies, or the homeless detective. what is story number 1?
Oh, I'm going to go with no cutsies.
No cutsies. Yes, well, a 74-year-old man in Cleveland was arrested earlier this week after he rear-ended another driver at the drive-through lane at Panda Express. Why did the 74-year-old man decide he needed to desperately smash into the car in front of him? Well, there was another car that was trying to cut between the two of them to leave the parking lot, and he was having none of it. Yes, this man literally smashed his car into another vehicle just to prevent a car from cutting between the two of them. Not surprisingly, when the police arrived and pulled the 74-year-old man out of the car, they found out he was slightly inebriated. How did they know? When they asked him to recite the alphabet, he promptly said, "I'm unfamiliar with that." And he was arrested. Yes. All because he didn't want someone to cut in line.
You know, I know somebody who, completely sober, will, when there's traffic, you know how sometimes the folks try to take that shoulder lane?
Oh, yeah.
He will move his car to block you.
That's funny.
I'm like, okay, just let him go.
Oh, my
let him
gosh.
go, Dad.
See, the thing for me is I drive a minivan. I mean, we call it the loser cruiser in the house, and I just get used to people cutting me off. I can tell when it's going to happen now. People always, if you're going in traffic, people always look for the minivan and go, but cut the minivan off. It happens all the time.
Do you just not have any go juice in that thing?
Oh, no, it's fast if I want to, but the idea, it takes a long time to slow it down. So if I go really fast and try to cut, slow it and get, real close to other, cars, it takes me more to slow down. So it's safer if I have more distance.
So you are a safe driver.
Yeah.
All right, well, no cutsies in front of...
no cutsies.
In the drive-through, right?
All right, story number 2, homeless detective or very helpful neighbor.
Let's go with very helpful neighbor.
Very helpful neighbor. Well, it seemed to be very nice when George Desjardins, 33 years old, was helping his Spring Harbor neighbor with a break-in around her car. He had helped someone smash the window to her car, gotten inside, gotten her debit card, stole a couple other things out of the car, and she was really worried about it. Now, the neighbor is really cool. He came out, he was talking to the police, and didn't hear anything. He was sweeping up some glass, and then the police noticed something. That he had a cut on his finger. And they said, "Well, how did you get the cut on your finger?" And he goes, "Well, it was when I was picking up the glass here." I said, "Well, that's interesting because there's blood here on the outside of the car where the window is, but there's also some blood on the inside of the car. Could we maybe take a sample of your blood and the other blood and just to see if it's the same?" And the man was, okay, fine, yeah, and so he submitted to the test, and he was just trying to be helpful, and he heard his neighbor talking about, well, she just wanted her debit card back. That's all she wanted, and if she could just get that back, and police cleaned up the crime scene, and then about an hour or so later, the debit card magically appeared back inside the car. How'd that happen? Well, police came back and they talked to Mr. Desjardins, and he admitted that, he actually broke into his neighbor's car.
So, Mr. Helpful Neighbor...
was actually the thief.
Actually the thief.
Yes.
So shows back up to the scene of the crime.
I know, and is trying to be helpful, which I guess psychologically happens quite a bit. Police will tell you that, especially in murder cases, that you will have people that will return to the scene of the crime, especially to figure out how much the police know. Yeah.
Oh, they're watching you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's one of those keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Exactly.
All right.
Now our final story today, homeless detective.
Homeless detective.
Yes. Now, every day, Matthew Hay Chapman goes to McDonald's. Now, he's a homeless man that lives in San Francisco. He actually camps out in a park overnight. Every morning, he goes and visits his McDonald's that's near him. Well, about a month and a half ago, on his routine walk to get his cup of coffee in the morning, he saw a really odd white van parked in the corner of a Whole Foods parking lot. He's a homeless guy. He doesn't, not on time schedule. He's kind of curious. It's a van he doesn't see ever, so he walks over and he looks inside the van. Well, there's some people that are sleeping inside the van. Like, that's not unusual, okay. And as he's walking away, there's one man that gets out of the van and he looks at him and goes, "Wait a minute! I know that face." He sleeps in the park and he goes through newspapers and things, and so the people throw away, and he realizes that that's the face of one of 4 criminals that has recently escaped from prison. This is a maximum security prison that 4 gentlemen have escaped from, and the police are on a vicious manhunt looking for these guys, and he spots them in a parking lot.
Wow.
He calls the police and says, "Hey, I got your guys." They come over and they arrest 2 of them. Later on, they got the other 2. But 2 of the guys were inside the van. They arrest him. Now, here comes the big question. at the time of the manhunt, there was a $10,000 reward offered. But he's a homeless man. He doesn't have a bank account. How do they give him the money? Is he even eligible for the money? Well, this week on Tuesday, the Orange County Board of Supervisors voted and gave him $100,000.
100?
Yes, $100,000.
$1,000?
Yes.
To this homeless man?
Yes, because it was originally a certain award, and then it kept growing and growing and growing, and so finally, the award actually crested up as high as $150,000 at one point. 3 other people were awarded shares of money because they helped find the other 2 people, but his reward, because he found the 2, was going to be $100,000, and they are going to give it to him, and they're going to help him set up a bank account, and they're going to get him in touch with people. They're going to help him get his life back on track. He says he wants to reconnect with his family, and he says this is the helping hand that he's been looking and praying so hard for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, just for paying attention, right?
Just for paying attention.
Noticing something odd.
Yeah.
And aren't we all, we should all be more vigilant about that. If you see something, say something, right? And, noticing your surroundings, pay attention. A lot of us are so walking around so distracted with our heads in our phones, right?
Yeah, and it was just something unusual.
Wow.
Yeah.
How awesome for him. Odd circumstances, right? To get you all the way around there. But he's going to be set up pretty nicely now, and probably get it cleaned up, get a job, and get back in touch with his family. Oh my gosh, what a good story, Bill. You still with me?
Yes, I had the phone ring. I'm sorry, I didn't answer the phone call. We have got a guest coming up.
We do have a guest coming up. It is St. Patrick's Day. No worries. It is St. Patrick's Day, and right now in Chicago, about 45 pounds of vegetable-based dye is being dumped into the river in order to turn it green. 45 pounds.
That's good. It's vegetable-based dye. That's good.
It is, and it only lasts. We talked about this last hour. It only lasts actually for 5 hours. The bright green hue only lasts for about 5 hours on St. Patrick's Day. But it is 45 pounds of dye.
Now, not like you'd want to jump in the river, but if you jumped in, would you come out green?
I would think at least temporarily.
Yeah, at least early on when that vegetable dye is running through the water, you probably would.
I think you would. I think you totally would.
If I was in college, I'd totally push my friend in the river.
You did, or
no, I would. Oh, I totally would.
Totally would.
Oh, yeah. When you're that age and you're like in your early 20s and stuff, that's the kind of thing guys do.
That is
like, oh, look over the edge of the river. Look, isn't it green? It's a push. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that is. I could see that. So, do you know that 82% of people plan to wear green today?
Now, you have your green on?
I do. Yes. I have a big, giant green scarf wrapped around my neck. You can't miss it.
Yep, can't miss it. I've got my green shirt on.
You're wearing green, although, Mark in the studio says he's Irish, so he doesn't have to wear green. I don't see that.
That's not part of the rules.
I don't see that on the rules anywhere.
I think we need to pinch him.
I think so. You do. You first.
1 minute.
You first. All right.
No.
No. Did you know that there are 16 places in the United States named Dublin?
Really?
Yeah.
16?
16. So we're kind of really into this whole St. Patrick's thing, St. Patrick's Day celebration. Cool. And it is among the most popular drinking days, falling just behind New Year's Eve, Christmas, and 4th of July. So this might be the day to call a friend.
Christmas is like the number 3 drinking day. You wouldn't think that.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, that is.
I think that's just because of who we all have to hang out with.
Yeah, I think so too, yes.
Right? All right, well, it is Positive Business Talk. Lots of great stuff. We've got guests coming up for you. Eric is out today, but we have our plan, Bill, and he's doing a fantastic job having you as my little sidekick today, Bill, or vice versa, however that goes. But stick around; it's going to be some really fun stuff, including talking about debunking marijuana legalization. Don't miss it. Positive Business Talk right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? Think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword Talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword Talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite, mosaic, or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformations a chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. It's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day has so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com. It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Stand by. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Of course, Eric is out ill today. Our producer, Bill, is filling in. We've got a fantastic guest on the line. We've got the Mayor of Parker, Mayor Mike Wade. Mayor, do I call you Mayor Wade? Is that how I would introduce you, Mike?
Mayor Wade or Mike, either way is just fine.
Well, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And I know we're expecting Lynn Hurlbert from the Fantastic Sam's in Parker, so hopefully she will be arriving here any minute to talk with us as well. But we're talking about the Shave the Mayor of Parker event, and it's kind of in conjunction with some St. Baldrick's going on. Of course, lots of folks shaving their heads today in honor of St. Baldrick's and helping with the prevention of children's cancer and all of that. But Mike, tell our listeners a little bit about the event and how you got involved.
Absolutely. Well, about 4 years ago when I was first elected as mayor, a friend of mine from high school, he lives out in Boston, and he had just participated in a St. Baldrick's event. And I had never heard of St. Baldrick's before. And at about the same time that happened, and I found out about what he had done to raise money for pediatric cancer research, one of our employees at the town, her son about that time had been diagnosed with brain cancer. And he's doing great now. He's been through treatment, and he's doing really, really good. But it really exposed me to the fact that can't all of us have some experience with cancer, either ourselves or with a loved one. When it comes to the kids going through this, it's really a powerful experience. And one of the things that St. Baldrick's does is not only raise money for the research to help find a cure, but it also allows us as just citizens, as ordinary people, to really stand in solidarity with these kids. And in real simple terms, these kids, when they're going through treatment, they have no choice about losing their hair. But as adults, we do have a choice, and we can help bring attention to this cause by doing something as simple as shaving our heads. Now, I take it a little bit further. I've been blessed with the genes of a Sasquatch, and I can grow a very big, thick beard. And so right now I've got about a 5-inch beard that I've been growing since last year's St. Baldrick's. It's about 11 months I've been growing this thing, and we actually have it up for auction for our event on April 23rd here in Parker. So people can donate to either have me keep the beard for another full year, which means it'll be about full wizard length by the time next year rolls around, or they can donate for me to shave the beard, and I will shave it off with my head on April 23rd.
Do you have a preference, Mike, for which way to go? How do you feel about having a wizard length beard?
I actually, to be quite honest, I would love to keep it for another year. I really enjoy having a big, thick beard, but at the end of the day, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Whichever one raises the most money. I will say right now, the keep the beard donations are significantly higher than the shave the beard donations. So hopefully it'll keep rolling that way.
He could be Mayor Dumbledore.
He could be Mayor Dumbledore.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Mike, we do have Lynn Hurlbert from the Fantastic Sam's in Parker. She is here. Lynn, so glad to have you. Wouldn't you just love, though, to get your shears on
I want to shave it off.
I bet you do.
I really want to shave it off.
I bet you do. I bet you do. So, Lynn, how is Fantastic Sam's getting involved in the Shave the Mayor event?
There's 4 hair salons, and they're all Parker hair salons. Are all business owners. We're bringing our stylists, barbers, and it'll be really fun. We have 4 chairs going on, and Mike calls up numbers, and we all take turns one at a time, and he kind of talks about their stories of their cancer. They're ambassadors. We call them ambassadors. So it's really fun.
It is. Yep. It is a super fun event, and of course, it's been going on for several years. This Shave the Mayor event. So, last year, how much did you guys raise, Mike?
Last year, we raised just over $35,000.
$35,000. That was double what you had done the year before, right?
It was, and it was a great experience. Having people show up, and here's the thing that really shows the power of this event. So that's $35,000. The average, or the majority of those donations were less than $100, and so these are people who go out in their own network of friends and family and colleagues and ask them, to give their hard-earned money up for this great cause. So these donations are $5, $25, $50, but it shows how wide of a reach of exposure this is given to be able to raise that much money with small donations like that. It's a cool event. It really is a lot of fun.
All right. Well, the Shave the Mayor event going on in Parker on April 23rd from 10 until 2. It's going on at Vehicle Vault. We've got, you can actually go online and get all the details at shavethemayor.com, shavethemayor.com. And so we can vote whether to shave the beard or save the beard.
Exactly.
Is that what we're doing?
Exactly. If you go to the participants page, the top 2 participants at the very top, there's one picture of me in full-on hairy mode, and there's one picture of me clean-shaven. And whichever one of those profiles is the one that raises the most money is what will happen at the end of the day. And there was actually, I like to do little side fundraisers, and we just wrapped up a little side fundraiser where by March 15th, whoever made the single largest donation could choose the color and wear it this way for the last month before the event. So when I meet with the governor or other mayors or other individuals, I'll have, wild hair. 2 years ago, the colors were pink and purple. Last year, it was yellow and green. And the family who made the largest donation, which they were also the family who made the largest donation 2 years ago, his daughters chose for our Super Bowl champs, I will be going orange and blue for the Broncos. My hair will be getting dyed next week, or the week after next, orange and blue. So it'll be pretty cool.
That will be very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever want to join the Witness Protection Program, Mike, shave your head, because I would have not thought that was the same person. I'm at the website shavethemayor.com, just clicked on participants, and there are two different men. I swear they are two totally different men for you to choose from. Is that really him?
Yes, that's really him. That's why I vote for shaving. Shave his beard off.
Oh, Lynn secretly loves my beard. She just doesn't want to admit it.
Oh, she secretly loves it. But she's a woman who loves to have shears in her hands. Yeah. So she's like, let me cut something. Let me shave something. Make myself useful. Lynn, what else do you want our listeners to know about the event and the involvement with Fantastic Sam's?
I think I was surprised. There's a lot of families. It's a lot of families, a lot of kids, because it is a St. Baldrick's event. But there'll be free food. We have a DJ. It's really fun. The cars are all around, so a lot of guys are down there looking at all the cars, taking pictures with all the fancy, expensive cars as well, too. So, yeah, it's a real fun event.
It is a super fun event. Make sure that you get involved. Save the date, get involved, participate. Pick Shave It or Save It at shavethemayor.com. Shavethemayor.com. Of course, the St. Baldrick's event happening in Parker, Colorado. Mayor, I love what you're doing. You've put Parker just on the map. It was kind of a sleepy town for a little bit, and you just
not anymore. It's the center of the universe now.
It kind of is. It totally is. So thank you so much for what you're doing, Mayor. And Lynn, thanks so much for bringing him in today and supporting that.
You're welcome.
Sponsoring this segment brought to you by Fantastic Sam's in Parker. ShaveTheMayor.com. Well, we're so excited having you. Stick around. More positive business talk just as soon as
you're cleared. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
All of a sudden, the world is out of control, and that means your money and your investments are out of your control.
How are you supposed to protect your family and grow your wealth?
When politics and economics collide, we're here to help because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM. All day, every day, we're following breaking news and giving you the tools and insights to protect what you've worked so hard for. We're more than just headlines. We're Money Talk 1690 AM.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate doubles in value about every 10 years. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com.
I founded Go Sober because traditional treatment doesn't treat the condition that makes it difficult for some people to stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a chemical. Over time, too much of it causes a biochemical change and reward response, and until that change reverses, it's impossible to go very long without thinking about drinking. That's the failure mechanism. It's not a willpower or a character problem. It's persistent nagging that undermines the desire to remain sober. Talking about change or denying access does nothing to stop it. At Go Sober, treatment is real simple. Alcohol dependence develops simply from consuming a lot of alcohol over a long period of time. We treat these medications, stop the thinking about drinking so people can get on with it. Call us to find out what we're all about. You'll gain useful information regardless.
That
was Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org. That's 303-827-4837 or www.gosober.org.
Well, the Fed is no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the threes on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A-plus rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV, credit score 660, loan amount $100,000.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
Stand by. The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, talking about some really fun stuff this morning. Of course, it's St. Patrick's Day, and now we're going to turn our thoughts over. You know, you think about St. Patrick's Day, it's actually one of the highest drinking days, drinking holidays in the United States. But more than drinking, there's a new issue on the horizon because several states, as you know, have approved the use of recreational marijuana, many more considering doing so. According to our next expert guest, Dr. Gogek, he says that this is actually going to make marijuana more easily accessible to teenagers under the age of 18. So, Dr. Ed Gogek, he actually wrote the book Marijuana Debunked, using brain science and statistics. Also, former marijuana smoker himself, he presents compelling evidence that the legalization of recreational marijuana could potentially be very harmful to teenagers whose brains are still developing. Of course, there's the whole issue, the other side of medical marijuana being helpful, but he's an addiction psychiatrist who in 30 years of practice has treated over 10,000 addicts and alcoholics in mental health care centers, private practices, homeless shelters, and abuse treatment programs. Author of Marijuana Debunked, Dr. Ed Gogek, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Good morning, Angel. Thanks for having me here.
Well, we are thrilled to have you. A very important topic this morning, especially when it talks about the brains of our teenagers, right? Having more access to the use of recreational marijuana. Dr. Gogek, what do you see as the major thing we should all be completely frightened about?
Well, my biggest concern is teenage use. And, it's true, any drug use, including alcohol use during the teenage year, affects the teenage brain. And so it's always a problem. But marijuana does something that no other drug does, because marijuana imitates the neurotransmitters that run teenage brain development. So we do see certain damage, and it's permanent. It's subtle, but it's permanent damage that happens to teenagers who smoke pot. And it affects them lifelong. It affects their careers. It affects their education. Teenagers who smoke pot drop out at much higher rates. I would say that's the big thing. Alcohol is known for car accidents. Marijuana use, I think, is known for dropouts and doing worse in school. And, people do worse in school, do worse in their lifelong careers. So I think that's really the biggest issue with marijuana.
I belong to a Facebook group that's all in my neighborhood, and there's always these conversations, of course, here in Colorado about what is legal. Can the neighbors actually smoke it in their yard, because now they've got their children out in the yard and they can smell it, and so of course they feel like the effects are being transferred over. I think that the argument, though, Dr. Gogek, is it's better than them drinking.
Right, and that's the argument they make. First of all, that's looking at it from the point of view of the drug user. The drug user always makes a rationalization for the
right.
The parents' point of view. The parents don't say, "Gosh, I'd rather my kids are doing one drug than another." They don't want their kids doing any drugs at all. And in some ways they're right. For the occasional users, there is some it's called substitution, where teenagers will use marijuana instead of alcohol. But for the heavy users, they tend to use both. And so what we see is the heavy alcohol users tend to also use marijuana. The heavy marijuana users tend to also use alcohol. So one doesn't substitute for the other. But for the kids that it does, I would still say you cannot say that one drug is better than the other. Like I said, there's a real, alcohol causes recklessness, especially in teenagers. But in a way, marijuana is just the opposite. I look at my teenage use, and I smoked pretty heavily for 2 years, and I quit when I was 19. And I remember thinking, my thinking is not quite as clear. It's a little fuzzier. And I thought, I just got to wait for the marijuana to get out of my body and out of my brain. And what we know now is that's not what was going on. Marijuana actually permanently alters the microstructure of the brain for teenagers who use it, not for adults. Past the age of 25, it doesn't do that. But for teenagers, it does. And so I actually permanently affected myself. And, that's something that alcohol would not do.
Now,
so you can't, go ahead.
I know that we have it, and I'm thinking you can't go and get it if you're under 18, though, right?
Well, but that's the whole thing. And that's one of the arguments that the marijuana lobby makes. Those are big things. Let's regulate it and keep it out of the hands of teenagers. And they kept saying, but it turns out kids don't really get their alcohol that way. Some of them do buy it with illegal IDs, but it's harder and harder to do. They tend to get it. They steal it from their parents. They get older friends to buy it for them. So the biggest thing that we've learned is that you just can't keep it out of the hands of teenagers if you're going to legalize it for adults. Anytime you legalize a drug for adults, it becomes easier for teenagers to use. And the best stuff on that is Monitoring the Future does this study, and they ask teenagers what drugs are easy to get. And top of the list is always alcohol and tobacco, and that's because they're legal, and they're just available everywhere. And the bottom of the list are the drugs that are really, really strictly illegal. So, like in 10th grade, 80% of the kids say alcohol and tobacco are easy to get. 10% say the same thing about heroin and crystal meth and cocaine. Now, marijuana is much higher on the list. It's about 70%, but that's because it's pretty much legal in this country. And what the kids say, and it's been really consistent over the years, is that the more legal a drug is, the more available it is for adults, the more available it is for teenagers.
And sometimes you think, well, if it's not as taboo, then maybe they're not as interested in it.
Actually, my brother had this great comment. He just said, nothing tells kids try this drug like seeing socially accepted adult use. And I mean, I remember as a teenager, adults smoked cigarettes. It was just, it was kind of something that you wanted to try. And I think it's because of adult use. A lot of what childhood is and teenage use is practicing and learning how to be like adults. So it's more attractive. And in Colorado, what we're seeing is teenage use is up. Colorado used to be, in 2006, Colorado was 17th in the nation in teenage use. And then they passed a very loose medical marijuana law, and teenage use really increased. They were third in the nation, and then they legalized it. Now they're first in the nation in teenage use.
Wow, in just such a short time. And I'll tell you what, the financial ramifications of legalizing it here in Colorado, the mess that it has caused, but now there's also this financial, tax benefit that is coming into the state, and it's hard for them to say, no, we don't want that, even though it's bad for our kids. So what do you recommend?
Well, I reckon actually they should listen to the governor of Colorado. One of these things, I got to admit that I was wrong on this. The National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws and Cato Institute, which is this very libertarian, very pro-legalization think tank that's actually founded by the Koch brothers, are very pro-legalization, and they've been saying legalizing marijuana will bring in $8 billion in taxes. Well, it turns out, and we thought that was way overestimated. It turns out they were pretty close. But the problem is, what they don't talk about is the costs. And Governor Hickenlooper actually said, I tell other governors that we are not bringing in any money other than basically what it costs to clean up the problems marijuana causes. So there was this article in the Denver Post 2 years ago, and it said Colorado expects to bring in $134 million in taxes over the next year from marijuana. But in the same article, it said Colorado expects to spend $130 million. In fact, they've already earmarked almost every penny of that money for prevention programs to keep teenagers from using it, to keep people from driving stoned, and for treatment for marijuana addiction. And that doesn't even include a lot of the other costs. So when you look at alcohol, we bring in a lot of money in alcohol taxes, but the estimate is it costs state and federal governments about 6 times as much as the taxes you bring in. And marijuana will probably be the same way. And those news articles never seem to mention the costs, which I think is really, it's inappropriate. I mean, the Denver Post article did, but most of them don't.
Right? It might be hidden in the article, but the headline is this other side. Well, the book is Marijuana Debunked by Dr. Ed Goget. Ed, do you have a website you want us to follow, or where do we get the book?
Well, the website is Marijuana Debunked. I've got a blog on there where I try to, anytime I get an op-ed published or, different ideas I put there. The book's available through Amazon. The book's available through my website. It really has all the arguments against legalization. I tried to look at every single pro-legalization argument and debunk them. I think it did pretty well.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being with us today. Fascinating topic, one we could spend lots of time talking about. Appreciate your feedback today.
Thank you, Angel.
I love it. All right. Well, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk right after this. Eric is out today, but my producer, Bill, is filling in with us, and we've got some exciting stuff coming up as well. Stay tuned.
You're clear. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a free IRA and 401k class. Topics include IRA and 401k rollovers, what to do when you leave a job, required distributions, and avoiding tax traps and penalties. Classes start soon. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com or call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Imagine your life 5 years from now. Are you on the path you want to be on? It's time to take control of your future by getting a world-class education from one of the nation's top universities. Arizona State University is now offering over 100 top-tier degree programs 100% online. It's the exact same degree our on-campus students receive, but you can learn from anywhere in the country on your own schedule. For information, call 1-800-720-3423. Learn from ASU's world-renowned faculty and use ASU's global recognition to improve your visibility, professional network, and gain real-world experience you can start using today. The Wall Street Journal ranked ASU 5th in the nation for producing the best qualified graduates. Now discover how ASU Online can stand out on your resume and help separate you from the competition. We're ready to help you learn to thrive in your life, in your career, and beyond. To learn more about ASU Online degrees, call 1-800-720-3423. That's 1-800-720-3423.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person. And when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation started with Go Sober, it allowed me to rehabilitate privately. And having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job, the infusions allowed me to put a reset button on loving myself again. My first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle of wine. What's next for me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
This is a message for people 62 years or older, or those about to be 62 and own a home or are looking to purchase a home. At Stanford Funding, we offer a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase, which will allow you to use the equity in your home to enjoy retirement to the fullest, either by creating a monthly income stream or simply allowing you to never have to make another mortgage payment again. A reverse mortgage to allow you the freedom you have always dreamed of. Please give Stanford Funding a call at 303-458-8200 to see if you can qualify for a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase. We're a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB and many, many years of experience in the Colorado market. Again, call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com to make your dreams come true.
Approval based on 62 years of age and equity in the home.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you look so pretty. Your eyes are bluer than blue.
Thank you, Craig. I like your green eyes.
Which do you think is a better looking color?
Something in between.
What do you mean?
In between blue and green, like the Caribbean Sea on our honeymoon.
Now that's a good memory.
Then let's go downtown to William Crow.
What's that got to do with anything?
You know, you silly, it's Aquamarine Month at William Crow.
Will it cost a lot of green?
Not at all. It's pretty, but not pricey. At William Crow in the month of March, these blue-green gems are on display in rings and necklaces and earrings. Brand new vintage estate.
Legend has it that wearing aquamarine makes one youthful and reduces anxiety. Let's go, Blue Eyes.
16th and Champa. Free validated parking. Online at williamcrow.com.
William Crow Jewelry.
Making Denver sparkle since 1924.
William Crow Jewelry on the 3rd floor of the University Building in downtown Denver and online at williamcrow.com. William Crow Jewelry. Making Denver sparkle since 1924.
This is a retirement jock, Jeff Thompson. You can listen to me every morning from 8 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. I'm going to coach and empower you on how to get to retirement, stay in retirement, and live the lifestyle you've always hoped for. We'll discuss every relevant topic about retirement that you can imagine, and we'll make it entertaining and valuable so that you want to listen the whole hour. Tune in so I can teach you the winning ways to retirement. Remember, 8 to 9 every morning on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Are you getting your morning on? Did you remember to wear green? Today it is St. Patrick's Day, and apparently 82% of people will plan to wear green. So I had somebody here in the studio says, "Hey, Angel, I don't have to wear green because I'm Irish." Well, I had not heard that rule. Then I had somebody else say, well, I don't have to wear green because I'm not Irish at all. So I've got people just telling me stories left and right today. So make sure you wear your green and stop making up stories. All right, we're going to get some business tips from our friends over at C2 Computer Consulting. We've got Chris Kaiser on the line. You can look them up at c2cc.net. They always bring us valuable business tips when it comes to internet technology. Chris, welcome to the show.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, yeah. Are you wearing green today?
I am. This is a high holy day.
Oh, really?
Well,
what do you do
who you know.
What do you do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I usually try to sneak out of the office a little early, and I go meet up with some friends at some Irish resembling establishment. And it may or may not. I can neither confirm nor deny the act of consuming fermented beverages. But it's a great, it's just a tradition for years, and getting together with friends and celebrating is just, a beautiful thing in life.
I'm so glad. Do you know 13 million pints of Guinness will be consumed worldwide today?
Wow.
So try not to do that much.
I think I'll do a lot less than that.
A lot less.
and unfortunately, I won't be doing it at St. James Gate, so I'll have to find somewhere here locally to pretend I'm in Ireland.
All right. Well, very good. Well, what's our business tip today from C2 Computer Consulting?
Well, one of the things I was thinking of when I'm going to try to sneak out of the office a little bit early today, one of the things that I'm going to do is lock my computer. I was just thinking about, years ago, becoming a junior sysadmin and having mentors and things like that. And I remember, being, really hit hard with, taking simple precautions. And, one of the things that I'm kind of a big believer in is just from, years ago and learning this is little things, your phones, your computers, your tablets, all of your devices, anything with access to information, if you are not actively using it, have it locked. So for phones and tablets, have a screen lock, have a PIN code at least, if not a password or something stronger. If you get up and walk away from your computer, if you work in a busy office, it's not that you don't trust your peers, your coworkers, but it's just simple. Let's say you go to the bathroom and then somebody catches you down the hall and, hey, let's go do lunch or let's go do this. And I'm also amazed at how many people can walk in and out of offices and how computer screens and computers are just accessible. So it's just something very simple when you get up and walk away to lock your computer.
Interesting. I don't know if I want to say out loud of whether or not we practice that in our office or not, but you don't think to, right? It's during the day, it's during the work hours. There's a lot of people around. What's the big deal? And the people that are around, why would my coworkers want in my computer? They have their own computer, that they could get into. But you're right. We're so cavalier about, just our technology these days.
And it's just something simple to do. And I know people say, well, I hate entering my password. I hate...
isn't that it's such first world problems, right? I hate remembering all these passwords.
Well, and I'm going to sneak another tip. We've done this before, but talking about making your password a positive phrase or something to remind you to get better at something. We talked about a guy that, people have used it to, maybe eat better or lose weight or to, there's all kinds of things, but making their password, grateful.
Yeah, something grateful or a little mantra, something you want to remind yourself of, because if you are entering it multiple times a day, feeding that message into your brain, I love my life.
Yes, positive reinforcement. And so little things like that. So, yeah, I love that. I love the way you put that, first world problem. But, it's the simple things a lot of times that trip us up. So this is just something that I was thinking about that is a simple thing to make a good practice to help, secure access to your stuff.
I like it. All right. Well, if anybody has any questions about securing their stuff, having access to protecting it, or just questions about software and technology, what's the best way for them to get in touch with C2 Computer Consulting?
give us a call at 303-933-1113. We're open to talk and answer questions about technology and how to leverage it for your business. You can check us out at c2cc.net and up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/c2it. I put a little link to an article on how to lock your computer.
All right. Well, you are an expert at all that Microsoft stuff too, right?
We are a Microsoft Silver partner and very proud to be.
I love it. C-Squared Computer Consulting, business tips every week here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Call them at 303-933-1113. Look them up online at c2cc.net. Chris, enjoy your day today. And if you do cut out a little bit early, I think everybody else is cutting out early, so they won't even notice.
I don't know if anybody notices I'm gone, but I hope you have a great day, and I'll just say, sláinte.
What?
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Irish. It's like cheers.
Oh, well, sláinte. Can I say sláinte back? Is that okay?
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
I'm not insulting you.
And you're not. And if I'm butchering it, the intention is there. So
right? If we offended you, you misunderstood.
I'm taking that one with me today.
I love that. We'll talk to you next week, Chris.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, if you think your staff is going to cut out early for St. Patrick's Day, something else that's been their attention is all that March Madness stuff. Embrace the lack of productivity that just might be happening today. But, don't fight it. As the employers, sometimes this is a great way to increase that team building, camaraderie, and motivation in your office space, and just kind of let people relax a little bit, let their hair down. So super duper fun. Of course, Eric is out today. He will be back hopefully. Actually, I don't even know when. We're going to maybe make him take the rest of the week off because we have Plan Bill. My producer Bill's been sitting in with us. We're going to talk about more fun St. Patrick's Day statistics and all sorts of fun stuff in the next hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show, including talking about how the biggest slacker might be the most productive. Yep, positive business talk. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We're having a great morning.
You're clear. America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all
about money. Denver's all new.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. Advocating for proactive business policies that strive business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. You're listening to Denver's Money Talk, where you can hear New Venture on Wall Street with Pastor David Mitchell every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you want to be a better stock picker, you won't want to miss a single show. New Venture on Wall Street seeks to instruct and educate you on how to make money in the stock market. Listen today and get ready to learn. New Venture on Wall Street every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk.
This is Steve Replin, and I'd like to share a secret. No great business has ever succeeded without a great team. As a lawyer, a CPA, and a lender, I've advised more than 4,000 growing businesses just like yours. My system of fast-track business coaching integrates all of my skills for your business growth. To schedule a complimentary one-hour conversation to see how we can get your business on the fast track to growth, call me at 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning. Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We're having a great morning, top of the morning to you if you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Of course, we've been here in the studio talking about some St. Patrick's Day stats and numbers and interesting traditions. Bill, my producer's filling in. They actually did gifts for St. Patrick's Day at his house. Bill, did you know, Mark told me he didn't have to wear green today.
Yeah.
Because he's Irish, and Irish people don't have to wear green. And then Casey's over there saying, well, I'm not Irish, so I don't have to wear green. Well, Mark went to the internet to find the truth.
Yes.
He says, he puts in the question, do Irish people have to wear green on St. Patrick's Day? And the answer is no, they don't.
Okay. Now,
so he was right.
Well, yes and no. He was right and also wrong. Here's the reason, okay? Mm-hmm. Again, because we have to go a couple of steps down the logical thought process of whether or not someone who's Irish has to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Nobody technically has to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. It is a choice, the consequence of which is to be pinched. So no, nobody has to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. It's not a requirement in any way, shape, or form, but you're just open to be pinched. And I did go, and I also would look at the website that he went to and see if it's just some random person answering or someone else. But no, there is no. In fact, in Ireland, traditionally it was orange, and they're divided by colors. If you wore green in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, you're normally identified as a Catholic, and you're Protestant if you wear orange.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is why my dad would always wear something orange on St. Patrick's Day just to needle my mom a little bit.
Wow.
Just because, yeah. So
okay.
It is a personal choice. It's not a law or nothing.
Okay, all right. So nobody has to, but it's all in fun, and you will get pinched. So I have now been given the green light, haha, no pun intended, to go pinch our Mark. And and I'm looking at see who answered this question, and I'm pretty sure it's Mark Crowley himself.
I think that's very likely. He just signed on, created an account. No, I don't have to. Does Mark Crowley have to wear green on St. Patrick's Day? No, he does not.
No, he does not. All right. Well, Mark, do you have a couple Bill, do you have a couple of news stories with us?
It's that time. We have to have the music. It's time for You Choose the News, where Eric uses his silly voice and picks random stories and tries to confuse Angel. And yes, we're going to keep the wonderful tradition alive, even though he's not here. Angel, I have 3 stories for you to choose from this morning. The first one is, get a job. The next one, beware the Sith. Story number 3, doggy paddle. What would you like?
I'm going to do beware the Sith.
Beware the Sith. This week at Farmingdale State College, they went into a lockdown when a man reported seeing someone in the parking lot assembling a weapon. When police arrived, yes, the man was assembling a weapon, except it just happened to be a toy lightsaber. Yes, the college went on lockdown because of a man in the parking lot with a toy lightsaber.
Oh.
Beware the Sith.
Oh.
I know.
Dang it.
Exactly. Okay, story number 2, get a job or doggy paddle?
Let's do doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle. This is an amazing story. It starts off kind of sad. See, 5 weeks ago, a family was out on a boat in the Bay of San Diego, and their 1.5-year-old German Shepherd fell over the boat.
Oh, how awful.
5 weeks ago. They thought the dog was lost at sea until a U.S. Navy ship came upon a dog paddling in the ocean.
No way.
And it is the 1.5-year-old German Shepherd, and the dog has been reunited with his family.
He's been dog paddling for 5 weeks?
Yes, 5 weeks in the ocean, and they found him.
That's amazing.
Isn't that incredible? That is like the coolest story.
That is amazing.
Yes.
That doggy paddle, that's all you need to know.
I know. That's it. The doggy paddle saved his life. It's incredible. Also, the final story today, get a job.
Okay.
Now, there is a man who, his name's Cy, and he has got a PhD. He's highly educated. I mean, he's got a master's and his PhD in chemical engineering. He basically writes research papers that inside the oil and gas industry are highly revered. He's a featured guest speaker on some lecture circuits, except it's kind of been tough the last few years in the oil and gas industry, and he's just been faced with his 4th layoff. 4th. Wow. He's been laid off for the 4th time, and he's had enough of it. So he's actually undergoing a career change. What would a PhD in chemical engineering who's worked for the oil and gas industry decide to do is to reinvent his career? He became a stand-up comedian. Yes. He says that he's gotten so many punchlines and so much fun in his life, and he's been kind of going around Houston where he lives and doing side stand-up gigs for a while. You can catch some of his bits online on YouTube that he's done. He's never really done it full-time, and he decided, I'm tired of this grind, and I've been laid off for the 4th time, even though I'm highly respected in the industry, and I'm done. I'm going to go tell jokes. And so far, it's been a success.
Well, good for him.
Isn't that fantastic?
My when I've had enough, my job's going to be selling fruit smoothies at a beach.
Oh, I like that idea.
Kind of just, I'm done. I'm checking out, and that's where we're going. So, well, good stuff, Bill. Thanks so much. Well, we're going to move it on over to time for our biz tip. We're going to get a networking law from our friends over at Extreme Relationship Management. Tony Rayburn taking the guessworking out of our networking. Tony, welcome.
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm doing fantastic. Eric's out sick today. Bill is my sidekick today, so I'm calling him Plan Bill.
I like that.
I like it.
There you go.
Yeah. So Tony, what's our networking law today?
Today, networking law number 24, and that is you should look forward to attending networking events. See, part of the developing the right mindset to be sure you're looking forward to those events. I mean, some people treat these things like mowing the lawn, doing the laundry, whatever else. It's like they don't really want to be there. And when that happens, they're not going to be at their best, and their results are going to completely suffer.
You know what? It is. It's a mind shift, right? And you see those people as soon as they walk in. They're just downers.
Yeah. And your energy's down, and then people are going to notice if you don't really want to be there. So what you need to do is develop the habit of thinking about the positive aspects of networking, because you're not there looking for customers. You're there to look for new opportunities, to develop your A team, and you might have a chance of meeting somebody, that one new person that's going to have a huge impact on your business.
And it happens.
So,
this is not random, and you might possibly, there's a 1% chance. This is the majority of the response that you're going to get. You're going to meet that one person.
Absolutely. And so it's kind of like, I tell people it's kind of like it should generate that feeling inside like playing the lottery or going on a treasure hunt, right? I mean, if you bought a lottery ticket, would you watch the drawing and check your numbers?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you would absolutely do that. Well, so that feeling of anticipation should be present from the minute you walk in the door to network, because you have no idea if you're going to meet your next person that's going to connect you to $1 million customer.
You just want to go up to him and, are you my $1 million egg? Are you my $1 million egg?
Yeah, exactly. But that's the feeling we should have. It should be something you just are so looking forward to going to, because that's when your energy is at its highest, and people are excited to be around you. They can see it, and you're attractive that way whenever you have that kind of emotional energy at the event.
You know, Tony, you bring some of these networking laws, and every now and then I think, okay, why is this a law? Do we really have to tell this to people? Do we really have to remind them that this is an exciting part of them doing business? But there's a reason, and it's because of the behaviors that you have seen. And it's kind of sad that people go to something with this attitude of, I really don't want to be here, and it shines through, and then they complain, well, that networking thing didn't work for me.
Exactly. Well, it didn't work if you don't have the right mindset. If you have that frown, if you're Eeyore in the room, right, then no one's going to want to be around you.
Exactly. Well, this is good stuff, Tony, and I know you bring us incredible networking laws. There's a bunch of them. So if you find yourself networking and it's not being effective, you're not getting the proven results you thought you would, this is where Extreme Relationship Management comes into play. Tony, what's the best way for folks to get involved with you?
People can find out more at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
855-I-LIKE-ERM. And I know you just did the 3 biggest mistakes workshop. When is the next one coming up?
It's going to be in April. We should announce the date probably in the next couple weeks.
All right. Awesome. Well, if anything that Tony is putting on, make sure you get involved with. Tony, thanks so much for being with us today.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
I love it. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com. Call them nationwide at toll-free 855 I like ERM. And I promise if you're not liking networking now, you will love it after you've gone through the training with Extreme Relationship Management. All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about branding. We're bringing up our branding expert, the business marketing architect, Lisa Mannion, when we come back. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Make sure you download the app from experiencepros.com.
You're clear. We have Lisa. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Are you being denied credit? Are you paying high interest rates? At creditrepair.com, we know life happens. Divorce, medical bills, student loans, and many other reasons why credit scores fall. That's why at creditrepair.com, we're committed to helping folks get the second chance they deserve to improve their credit.
Creditrepair.com is actually acting as an advocate for me. Things that I thought when you paid them off, they were still on there. Things that I didn't even know were on there were on there, but they got them removed. I feel they're doing what they said they'd do and beyond. I'm not going to abuse this second chance that they gave me. I'm in the process now of buying a home. CreditRepair.com actually does work.
We can help you get a second chance at great credit. The consultation is free and includes a free credit score and summary credit report. We'll review your current credit situation right on the phone with a game plan to restore it. Call 800-231-1735. That's 800-231-1735. Again, 800-231-1735. 800-231-1735.
Wills, living trusts, and probate. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a free estate planning class. Topics include probate, living trusts, pros and cons, protecting your children's inheritance, naming the right beneficiaries, avoiding big mistakes. Classes start soon and seats are limited. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
You like predictability. You open a Cracker Jacks box, you know there'll be a prize inside. You walk into a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know talking will be at a minimum and explosions at a maximum. Same with your garage door. You press a button, you want it to close or open. Either way, with colder weather heading this way, you don't want surprises. Well, this winter, Don's Garage Doors makes predictability simple. If your garage door is groaning, squeaking, hesitating, or shaking like it's in a blender, don't wait for your door to stop working. Don's is ready to help with the kind of service you thought had long disappeared. Well, it hasn't. And since 1989, Don's has just about seen it all and fixed thousands of garage doors in the Denver metro area. They understand what all the noise and motion is all about and can fix small problems before they become large problems. Don's will have your door running smoothly in no time. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com today and enjoy a garage door as predictable as the sunrise. DonsGarageDoors.com.
Stand by. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you if you're in the Chicago area, if you've taken a vacation, because apparently 11% of folks take vacations related around St. Patrick's Day. Just know it takes 45 pounds of dye to turn the river green, and it only lasts for about 5 hours, which is pretty interesting. Eric is not feeling well today. In fact, he is really miserable. So we are sending him good wishes and get well wishes. Lots of texts and stuff coming in for him today. So thank you so much for caring about Eric. But I've got my marketing architect on the line, Lisa Mannion. You can find her online at rightoncreative.com. That's right, WRITE, rightoncreative.com. The business marketing architect. She's a content and copywriting strategist for mission-driven entrepreneurs. And we're going to talk about your email address today. Lisa Mannion, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks. Good morning. I'm so sorry to hear that Eric's not feeling well today.
You know, I think this is the first time he's ever called in, been sick and missed an episode of the show because he's sick.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll send him some good energy. Hopefully he's feeling better soon. That really surprised me. I'm like, what? No, Eric?
I know. Never happens. You know, we've been able to get him out for some other things, some other activities, but never because he's been too sick to come into the show. But yeah, whatever. There's something, Lisa, that is going around in Colorado that is just kicking everybody's butt. So I hope it doesn't land where you are.
Yeah, me too. And you stay healthy as well. We've got to keep the show on the road.
Right. Well, thanks so much for coming in today. Love that you are a contributor host here on the show. Come in every month, talk about some incredible tips for growing our businesses. Let's talk about email addresses today. You say that there's a better way to do email addresses.
Well, yeah. So, as we've talked about in the past, our brand really is the promise that we give to the world, and every single touch that we have in our business represents us, and it can be positive or it can be negative, and it really depends on individual perception. So, lately, I've been noticing that a lot of well-intended business people, business owners, and home-based business people, doesn't really matter what the industry is, are making a small mistake that could be improved, and that is when they set up their email address, they're not branding it to their domain name. So their domain name, just to simplify it for people who aren't techie, because I know just enough to be dangerous myself, and that's why I have a tech team, but your domain name is really the URL. It's the name of your website. So, for example, rightoncreative.com or experiencepros.com or whatever it might be. Well, you should have an email address that matches that. So when someone reaches out to you, it is another extension of your brand.
So it should be coming from my at experiencepros.com, so it matches my brand. But what I'm finding, Lisa, and maybe you're seeing this too, I'll get a business card or even an email from somebody, and it's from their Gmail account.
Yeah, and so here's what you're doing, and especially, this is really interesting. Think about the business card. When we print business cards, that's an investment in our business. When we're using a Gmail address or an MSN address or a Yahoo address or a Hotmail address or whatever it might be, we are investing in branding that big company, not our own business.
Oh, interesting. Now, here's one thing. What do you think about this, Lisa? Because this is what I think people try to do to kind of the workaround. It would be, for example, since you're Right On Creative, it would be rightoncreative@gmail.com.
I think that's getting a little better, but realistically, when we are putting our best impression forward, we want everything to be uniform. So here's an interesting example. I recently had a person give me their business card, and the name of their business was really interesting, yet they had their web address was their name, the name of the person, and then their email address was a Gmail address. So there was brand inconsistency across the board.
Yes.
And so for me, when I see that, and of course I kind of eat and breathe this, so to be fair, it's great if you're getting started, but think about just making a small shift for a big impact, when you're growing your brand. It's really important. So I saw that and I thought, well, this person wants to offer me services, but I don't trust them 100% based on that inconsistency that I see on their business card alone.
I always think that it makes you look temporary. Like you're just trying this business thing on, or maybe doing it on the side until something better comes along, because it doesn't look like you've truly invested in your company. And I'm worried not only about me doing business with you, but should I even refer business to you, because I just don't know that you're that stable.
Oh, that's such a great point. And so impressions matter, and we're sharing what we think about these things. So imagine everyone else when you're passing out your business cards and you just haven't given it that much thought. And here's the beauty of it. Some people just don't know what they don't know. So that's why we share this information, for people to make these small steps to improve their business impression. But what's really interesting, and this kind of blows my mind a little bit, Angel, is that this isn't always happening just from people, newbies starting out. I mean, there's people who are really good at what they're doing, and they don't even realize that by having that unbranded email address extension, it could actually be damaging their reputation without them knowing it.
And, this is the thing. We don't even know it. We think, oh, what's the big deal? And it's really simple. And it's not until you get in touch with a professional and somebody who's going to help you with your branding, but you're creating all these inconsistencies. That's why we bring in Lisa every month. Lisa Mannion, the business marketing architect. Of course, find her online at rightoncreative.com, where she'll actually give you a free copywriting action plan to help you discover tips to attract your ideal clients. It's a three-step challenge solution invitation formula that is unique to Lisa. Lisa, I'm going to keep you on the line. I want to talk a little bit more about these email addresses and how important the consistent branding is. Are you going to be able to stick with me?
I'm sticking with you. I'm happy to be here.
I love it. Make sure you go online right now and get that free copywriting action plan. And when Lisa says free, this girl knows her stuff, and she's such a giver, such a relationship builder. Plus, you'll receive Mannion's musings, marketing, and copywriting tips delivered straight to your inbox at zero cost to you. And she'll never share your email. She's like one of the good guys, and so you can trust her. Of course, we have her here as a contributor host every month on the Experience Pros Radio Show, and have for years. She's just been one of our greatest assets. So if you love her, love what you hear on the Experience Pros Radio Show, make sure you reach out to her at rightoncreative.com. We're going to hold her over. We're going to talk more about your email addresses. But while you're online looking her up, make sure you download the Experience Pros app. You can find it online at experiencepros.com, and always have the Experience Pros Radio Show. You can take it with you wherever you go. You can also fan brag directly from that app. Leave a 60-second fan brag, because tomorrow is Fan Braggin Friday. We'll be right back with Lisa right after this.
You're clear. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look
Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck. All of these self-help motivational people, they wind you up like a little clock. Click, 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 and then they'll let you go. Boom.
And who is this show about?
I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
The Del Walmsley Radio Show. Weekday mornings at 10 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Women, you are often too wrapped up in being thin. But what about being strong and fit? You often don't think about your hormones until you have completely stopped making estrogen and are into menopause. Hormones begin to change typically in your early 30s and gradually decline, causing weight gain, irritability, poor sleep, fatigue, and brain fog. Replacing these hormones as your natural production declines, you can get rid of the crabbiness. You can begin sleeping again, feeling energetic, stop the midsection fat, and you can think clearly. Call Synergenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
The neighbors walk past it and snicker. Rodents would try to chew their way through it, but it's even way below their standards. Fact is, your garage door has gone from okay to bad to yuck, and it's time to replace it.
Hey, I might get another year out of it, right?
Your garage door is so bad, breaking would be an improvement. It's time for a replacement, and that means it's time for Don. This winter, Don's Garage Doors makes replacing your old, worn garage door simple and affordable. They'll show you options, then bring you the best doors in the business. Stylish, dependable, they add value to your home and never let you down, especially when the wind is blowing, the snow is knee-deep, and the temperature can't even get into double digits. Visit DonsGarageDoor.com and learn how to get a free estimate for replacement. Don't go another day with an eyesore for a garage door. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com and give them a chance to earn your business. DonsGarageDoors.com. Don's Garage Doors.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day had so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com.
The people doing that last commercial, they're married. Yeah, they're voiceover people and they work together. The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show on this happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you are wearing green, whether or not you are Irish, not Irish, half Irish. We want to see your green today. And we know lots of productivity is going by the wayside, one because of the holiday and also with March Madness kicking off. So thanks so much for tuning in and listening. Make sure you download the Experience Pros app. Make sure you never miss an episode or a segment right here. And if there's anybody you ever hear and you think, okay, I want to hear more, I forgot, I didn't get their website, didn't get their address, you can always go back to the podcasts and grab those as well. Before we went to break, we were chatting with Lisa Mannion, the business marketing architect from rightoncreative.com, talking about your email address and what a mistake it is to not use your own URL, your own website name, but instead use one of the freebie accounts like a Gmail or a Yahoo or an MSN, because it totally negates the branding that you're trying to achieve. Lisa, thanks for sticking with us.
Absolutely. And I know this seems like a really simple topic, but one of the things that I'm finding is it's really important to reiterate the business basics, because sometimes, as we mentioned before, people just don't know what they don't know. And so one of the things that you can do, and that I do in my business, is I do have a Gmail address, but I have a Google Apps account, and my tech people take care of this. So they mask that email address, and everything comes out as my personal branded email. So it doesn't come out as a Gmail address. It comes out as at rightoncreative.com, whatever addresses we're using. My support team uses support@rightoncreative.com. And it just adds that extra layer of professionalism, and it helps people trust you.
It absolutely does. And so that's a great point, Lisa, that you can actually still use your Gmail account, right? Because it attaches to everything these days, and it comes right on your phone. It attaches to calendars, all sorts of other things if you're using Google Voice. But again, you can actually brand it to you, because every time you send out an email that's coming from Gmail, who are you marketing? Who are you promoting? Them.
Exactly. And it's so funny because I've been just really looking at business cards, because I've been attending several different networking events, and we were just talking about that earlier with your previous guest and how important it is to really look at that as building relationships. And those business cards are really, really important. And when you hand that out and you've invested in having those printed, if it's not fully branded to represent your brand, you're just missing an opportunity to position yourself as the expert from the start.
Absolutely. And the other thing that I'd like to see match up better, Lisa, so for example, you're Right On Creative, and of course your email address is Right On Creative. I'll see folks who have their business name, then their email address is probably matches with the business name, but then their Facebook page is a variation of that. So for example, maybe you would have a Facebook page that isn't Right On Creative, but it would be like Right Creative. So really close, but they couldn't get the other one. And so everything's all disconnected and disjointed. So when I'm trying to remember who they are, and of course, we try to do this all by memory, and I'm typing into Google, or I'm typing into Facebook, or I'm typing into even my own, email client to find out, okay, who were they? What were they? And because nothing matches, it makes it really difficult to share and talk about them.
It does make it difficult, and one way that's kind of a fix is that whenever you're starting a business, you want to think about, when you're buying your domain names and you're going online and creating your website presence, you want to get your business name, and you also want to get your personal name. So I also own lisamannion.com. Right now it's just pointed to rightoncreative.com in case I decide, at some point I may decide to build Lisa Mannion out as something different. Who knows? I might sell Right On Creative. We don't know. But you want to look at these things very strategically. And so a way that you can get around that is, for instance, if Right On Creative would have been taken, but it wasn't because I snapped it up right away on Facebook, you could also create a business page with your personal name and do some co-branding. It's not ideal, but it's better than having something completely random that doesn't fit with your brand.
I like that. And it's so funny. You can always tell the companies who didn't get the URL, they picked their business name but didn't see that the URL was available for that, and so they have to make this accommodation, and it disrupts the branding. And I like how you started off in the last segment that your brand is your promise Is that what you said, Lisa?
Yeah, it's the promise that you make to the world. So how you're showing up in every instance and every touch, including your business cards, your email addresses, and the call to action buttons on your website. Everything that you do is building relationships and should be strengthening your brand. And people are making a lot of little mistakes that have big impact.
You know, I think a lot of times when people think of the brand, they think of it just as, here's my logo, here's my business name, here are some colors, but it really is that relationship. It's what people think of, how they feel when they hear about you and when they see you. And it's not that difficult to create it, but it does take some of these basics, and you can't overlook them.
You really can't. And something else that I'm noticing as a trend on business cards, and this is specifically for our entrepreneurs and home-based business owners, is they're making a really big mistake by listing their actual home address on their websites and on their business cards.
Well, I'm seeing the opposite, like no address at all. And I think, okay, are you working out of the bus stop?
Yeah, that's a big pet peeve of mine, because snail mail still works. You want to be able to get to know people. The other thing is, online, if you don't have your address, that's actually a violation of the Can-Spam Act. You have to have your mailing address or physical address on the website, period. And if it's not there, you're in violation.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really important to know these things, and not everyone does. And that's why we're here to talk about them, to say, look, it's okay if you've made some mistakes, but it's really time to course correct and look at everywhere that your brand is touching the public, because it's up to you to really represent. And back to the home-based businesses and the entrepreneurs that are listing their home address on things, that's just a safety issue, especially for the ladies out there. I'm just saying, it's not smart.
So what do you recommend if I am working out of my house? Because I think there should be some type of address or on your card that shows me you're not just working out of the bus stop, but I don't want my home address, and I know we don't want that safety issue. Is there a happy medium?
Yeah, there's two different things you can do. You can do a P.O. box. However, not all shipping companies will recognize that for your business address, so you want to be careful about that and check regulations in your local area and with any of your vendors that you're playing with. I personally do work from home. Not everyone knows that. I don't broadcast my home address. I have a UPS store P.O. box that shows up as an actual address.
And you can actually receive packages there, and they'll sign for them.
Yes, they will. They'll do everything for me, and it's beautiful. And then I just zip in, or have a team member zip in and check the mail for me, and it's very professional, because I don't want people showing up at my house. And when you publish your home address, it is almost like an invitation for people to pop by, because they know where to find you.
They do, right? And so I do. I love having the address. I like to send cards and stuff through the mail, and I like to know that you are established. But you do, if your brand is that you are a professional, then you need to behave, and everything you put out should be professional, including that address. So good stuff, Lisa, today on branding, making sure that everything is all matched up and lined up to create that promise that you put out to the world. Tell our listeners a little bit about this copywriting action plan that they can sign up for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a free gift that I offer anyone who joins the Right On Creative community, and it basically just helps you to increase the effectiveness of your content. And really, your copy, everything you write, is the heart of your business, because when people read about you, they need to connect. And so I've created a really fun framework that's been featured in Inc. magazine and several best-selling books, called the Challenge, Solution, and Invitation Formula. And it's a really easy way to build relationships and to write better content, so you're getting better results across platforms, whether it's your website, your brochures, whatever it might be. So I invite everyone to zip over to my website and grab a copy of that. And as always, if you have questions, just reach out to me. You can email me directly at lisa@rightoncreative.com.
I love it. It all matches up. Well, check it out. Make sure you do write to Lisa. Her consulting and coaching is known to help produce $1 million results. So we're not messing around here. Make sure you take her advice, sign up for that creative action plan, rightoncreative.com. Lisa, thanks for hanging out with us for both segments.
Thank you, Angel. Angel. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. We'll bring Lisa back in next month, as we always do. Fun stuff going on. Positive business talk. The markets did just open 15 minutes ago, so hopefully that was good news for you. Stick around.
You're clear. America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You want to relax. You want to feel fabulous. Reduce stress. Pamper yourself. Detoxify your body. But you need to visit Me Spa in Belmar Shopping Center. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like. And what better way than to do it for half price. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. And the only place you'll find it is on denverhalfprice.com. Or just click the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com. Become the very best version of you by relaxing your mind, renewing your body, and reviving your soul. You can do it only at Me Spa. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. That's a $100 certificate for just $50, folks. You can find it only on denverhalfprice.com or click on the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
There is often a lot of scare reporting when it comes to men taking hormones and other nutritional supplements. There's no question that as we get older, and Peter, you are living proof of that, all the things that your body produced when you were young are either diminished or totally gone. As I have watched your progress by following the Synergenics program, I have seen you drop 30 pounds of fat, gain muscle and strength, and become vibrant once again. I know the term turning back the clock is an impossible thing to do, but given our new scientific abilities, we certainly can revitalize men past 40 to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Are you feeling cold drafts from leaky windows? Very uncomfortable, very costly. Makes your furnace and AC work overtime. Doesn't have to be that way. Change them. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Dunright Windows and Doors. And yes, you can replace them during the winter. We do it all the time. And nowadays, you've got plenty of maintenance-free options. Fibrex or vinyl or composite frames, either wood or color inside. Tinted, obscure, or clear glass. Even tilting panes, so you can clean the outside of the windows from the inside of the house. Many color options, the list goes on. And at Dunright, you'll find a full-service install, meaning completely finished. Nothing left for you to do but enjoy. Then, of course, you get the bragging rights. And to give you just a little push to get them done now, if you call now for a free estimate, you'll save 15% on your window or door project for select install dates. Kitchens, baths, counters, or floors, or even replacement windows and doors, if you have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or DunrightWindows.com.
Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a free IRA and 401k class. Topics include IRA and 401k rollovers, what to do when you leave a job, required distributions, and avoiding tax traps and penalties. Classes start soon. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com or call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Stand by. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back. It's the Experience Pros Radio Show, and I feel badly bringing up over this topic without Eric being here today, because I think I don't want it to sound like this is about Eric, who stayed home today.
Oh, yeah, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. But I'm going to talk about a productivity secret from the world's biggest slacker.
Wait, slacker? Productivity? How does this work?
Slacker. And I actually, this is probably how I would describe Eric. He's probably my best productivity slacker.
Okay.
I don't know if I could say that.
I'm intrigued. How does this work?
Well, it's been pretty fun. And Bill, thanks so much for being with us today and filling in for Eric. I just love having you here. And
that's so much fun.
It's been a really fun time. But in January of 2013, so this story is a couple of years old, but we're going to bring the relevance of it. There was a remarkable story of Bob. We're going to name him Bob. Bob's programming speed and code quality, they actually named him the best coder in the building. He actually won, kind of accolades from his office staff.
Because he's so good at his job.
So good at his job. Gave him an excellent performance review. He was a model employee. He clocked in by 9 each morning, sent his boss a daily summary of his productivity before he left at 5. So,
wow, he's not a slacker. This is not a slacker at all.
It doesn't seem like it, right? But, dun dun dun, if we had been able to secretly peek over Bob's shoulder all day long to discover how he spent his actual time, we would have found something peculiar, the story goes on to say.
Yeah.
On a typical Bob day, he would read online articles, watch YouTube videos.
What?
Head out to about a 90-minute lunch, come back at 1, spend the next 3.5 hours eBay, Facebook, LinkedIn, just tooling around.
Wait. This is the same guy that won the award for the company's best programmer? Best coder?
For his
really?
programming speed and quality. And yet at no time during his day did he do his job.
Okay, Bob and I got to talk, because what's his secret? This is ridiculous. How does that work?
How does that work? Well, at 4:30, he would send a report to his boss and go home. The next day would be the same. So, the secret is, turns out Bob was smarter than the rest of us. He outsourced his own job.
Wait, what? What? How does that? No. Okay, got to explain that to me.
Instead of saying, how can I get this done? How can this get done?
So Bob had another person there at the office working for him, Bob and not Bob?
A software development company in China. So while Bob's company gave him approximately $200,000 a year to do his job, he turned over $50,000 of it to a programmer in China to do it for him.
That's genius.
And banked the other $150,000, won the accolades, star performer, and just kind of relaxed and no stress, easy peasy on his workday.
No way.
Right?
This is brilliant.
Everybody was marveling at his productivity and quality while he just surfed the internet for 8 hours a day and took 1.5 hour lunches, strolled in at 9 o'clock, left on the dot at 5.
Now he outsourced his job. That's very smart, but wait a minute. How can we learn about productivity from this?
From this guy? Well, eventually they say that the company noticed the unusual server access and thought they were being hacked.
Oh, because it was coming from China.
Right?
Okay.
So they ended up firing Bob, thinking that he was not productive. But think about this. Think about the flip side of course, you feel scammed, right? He took advantage of. He's here all day. He's lying to us. Yeah. He's deceiving us. It's not really his work. He's taking the accolades for something he didn't do. I mean, lots of integrity issues, right?
Oh, totally,
issues here. But the flip side of it, here's a guy who was being paid $200,000 a year. Mm-hmm. That the job could easily be outsourced for, what is that, a quarter of the price. You could hire 4 times as many people. You get 4 much productivity.
You get 4 not Bobs.
Right? 4 not Bobs.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What do you think?
That's interesting. It's, again, because my first impression is, wait, Bob's scamming the system. He's a cheater. He's a slacker. He's a genius. and not only he figured out a way to outsource his own job, but the author of the article is right that the company, rather than getting mad at Bob, should have looked at how he effectively used their resources. They had a finite amount of resources, that $200,000, and they dedicated it to one programmer. Bob turned around and showed them how they could employ 4 programmers, get 4 times the amount of work done for the same amount of resources. And the company's mad at him.
Right? And think about it. Okay, if we could do it with Bob's job, there's probably lots of other jobs. Not that we want to, completely outsource and send everything away.
I don't think I like the direction this conversation is going.
Right? No, because there's still some element of the creativity and the elements that we bring to the table. But a lot of what we do. Right?
You're going to outsource me for one of those, those birds that are constantly drinking water that tips forward and hits a button, so it just hits a button every so often. But you just have to make it big enough so that every 15 minutes it hits the button so you can go to break. That's what you're going to do. You're going to outsource me for that one of those drinking birds.
No, I need you. And in fact, you were my plan build today. Eric's going to be nervous. He's like, I've been outsourced. But
no.
Sometimes some of our most brilliant ideas come from what looks like really dumb moves. Now, Bob lost his job, and I don't know if anybody wants to hire Bob based on the behavior.
I'd hire him as a consultant.
But as a consultant, absolutely. Here's some things, and here's how we can trim some costs and get some more revenue and more productivity.
Yeah, what could he do to be more efficient? He seems very, very efficient in his thinking.
Very efficient. So while he is slacking off, he is extremely efficient with his time. And I think that's one of the things when I think about Eric. He's, I spend all day, planning, organizing, orchestrating the whole thing, and he just kind of rolls in, and so he's very efficient with when he does what he does.
He knows how to live in the moment, and he captures all the energy and everything that it takes in that moment. And you have to have people like that around you because, as you know, as a planner, you're looking always 4 and 5, 6 steps down the road, and sometimes you ignore the step that's right in front of you.
Yeah, and we do, or we do it. This is the way we've always done it. Or when we add new systems, we just pile on to the things that we've always done, and those efficiencies go away.
This is kind of a way to think about it differently as a business owner. Are there ways that I could get some efficiency that I'm not really seeing? Are there ways that I could outsource or find technology to save myself some time and money, and maybe then I can spend the money that I'm saving somewhere else? Maybe I can invest in better employees or that extra IT guy I need, or maybe I can finally get that redesign on my webpage based on the money that I saved.
Exactly. How many of us feel just completely overwhelmed, right? There's so much that has to get done. They're so overwhelmed. And so we're not really working even in that genius spot where we get to be creative.
You can find extra money inside your business that's hiding there.
It's hiding there somewhere. Well, fabulous. All right. Well, Bill, thanks so much for producing and co-hosting with me today. Thanks to Mark, our Irish non-green wearing videographer today. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You're cleared. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all
about money. Denver's all new Money Talk.